All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. Get ready for an incoming Windows noise. This is me. This is not you, because I know that everyone who watches on PC hears these noises and thinks it's like some notification on their computer. Anyway, that was me. At least it's not as bad as a Discord ping. Like, the worst thing for me to have happen while I'm streaming, honestly, is like a Discord ping sound. When I'm recording, too. I have to mute my Discord for streaming and recording because getting just like the little ping sound, like a notification sound from Discord, makes everyone think that they just got a message on Discord and they go look, and there's nothing there. Unless you're just like in an abundance of servers that you leave unmuted for whatever reason because you're an actual psycho. There's normally nothing there. But hello, Sticky. We have more RE scheduled. When did I schedule? Sorry. I've been scheduling my stuff now. Now that I'm doing multiple games, I did go ahead and schedule stuff out. Well, I started like actually scheduling again when I started doing the KOTOR stuff. But I wasn't really scheduling the streams. I was just scheduling like video stuff. Like times to record footage, times to edit footage, times to do SEO, stuff like that. Now I'm scheduling the streams out again, and I'm pretty sure I can just look. I can just open my calendar real quick. But I wanna step on the elevator. Boom. Let me look. Calendar. Turn on. Book calendar. It's not loading. There it is. Turn on the streams page. Yeah, the next RE stream I have scheduled tomorrow. That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100%, so I didn't want to say it. RE again tomorrow. Which I'm excited to go through all the RE games. Because, like, RE1, it's, you know, it's RE1. It's dated. It's got some clunky stuff. It's got the best storytelling in a video game that I've ever seen. Some of the best acting in a game I've ever seen, clearly. But, you know, it's got its more dated stuff. I actually forgot that I wasn't playing Moonvale anymore. Like, out of habit, almost, I popped that glint blade. Just because I, like, hopped back on. I'm like, yep, this is how I play Elden Ring. Guess it's just us two for the time being. For chatting, it would seem... Oh. You spoke a moment too soon. Hello. I'm just gonna go with Jude. Because I don't know how to say the first part. Feel free to let me know. But hello, Belize. Belize, are you, like, permanently caps locked? I'm curious. But hello. Right as Sticky says, it's just us for chat. What was I talking about before? I actually forgot. Dude, the blood proc on Corpse Piler is actually just so nuts. Like, I just swing, it just proc there. It was kind of hard to tell, but when it jumped up to 27, that was a proc. Like, at least once per combo. At least once per combo, I get a blood loss proc. Which, for Sticky's sake, because Sticky definitely hasn't had the extensive system explanations and such that I've had from chat. And so at least because I know he hasn't played, and because he probably wasn't here when someone told me how blood loss works, it is just always, no matter what, when you proc blood loss, it is a 10% health loss for whatever it gets procced on. So 10% of their total health gets subtracted immediately when you proc blood loss, like right there. I just, like, on top of all the other damage that you do in the combo, you just take off a solid 10% of their health like that. It's actually so good. Which is what makes this katana so nuts. Like, look at that combo damage, dude. These guys are big, too. Like, they're tanky as fuck. But you can just drain their health bar. And they give so many runes. Like, look at that. I know a lot of people probably get annoyed by the fact that I, like, actually just kill everything I see in this game. Because it's open world, and I definitely spend more time getting from, like, point A to point B than I need to because of it. But also, it's like, in a place like this, just in the little time that I've been running around swinging my blood katana, I just made 38k runes. I was at 0 because I died right before ending stream last time we played. It's just like that, 38k. And a level for me right now is like 100k. I think it's like 105 or something. So like just getting 38k in a quick minute or two like that, it's kind of worth. And by kind of, I mean it's pretty worth. Wait, is this an herb tree? No, it's just a big, that looks like a rock. No, it could be an herb tree actually. What is this, RuneScape? I have mentioned this before, but I am so not against the idea of like starting a fresh RuneScape account just to, like, stream on, like old school. I've never played RuneScape 3, but like old school RuneScape was the shit when I was growing up. At the time, it was just RuneScape. It was not called old school back then. But I fucking loved RuneScape growing up, and every time I've gone back to like play it a little bit, I've had a blast. Like, I still love the game today whenever I hop on it. So honestly, like, I'm not even above the idea of playing old school RuneScape on stream. The only thing that I'm not entirely sure, those guys give 9k runes. Holy. And they refill your flasks. You know, the bears might not fuck around either, but like, if they're gonna give out that many runes, I can't really say no. It's just my nature as an Elden Ring player, as just a FromSoft player in general. I can't leave souls on the table, I can't leave runes on the table, it's just the way I am, as annoying as it is. Oh my god! Drink! Okay, he had a long wind-up, thankfully. Ooh, that's scary. Chat, I'm trying to think of a debate to start right now. Just because, I don't really have too much to talk about until I get over to my rune pile and keep moving towards, what? Okay, yeah, I thought that's what I was going towards. What I think might be the last sacred tier. What's like a fun, light-hearted debate that we can go on, right? Something food-related, something game-related, you know, something of the sort. I'm trying to think. But like, I already have to think of question of the day every day. So I'm kind of like scraping the bottom of the barrel as is, as far as coming up with debate ideas. We could repeat debates. Actually, not to give it away, but one of the original questions of the day, like one of the first ones we did when YouTube gave me the community tab, I forgot that this is where I died. I now remember why I died here in the first place. One of the original debates that we did when I first got the community tab and started question of the day, I'm gonna be bringing back shortly, like in the next week. And we're gonna give it a rerun. We're gonna run another community poll on it. It's one of the more heated debates that we've ever done. And we're gonna see how we feel about it nowadays compared to when we ran it, like, what, a month ago? Oh my god, this area. Oh my god. I feel like just the stretch between, like, that tunnel. Oh wait, I'm out of FP. I love that I can still do the same combo, but it just doesn't shoot the blood out when I'm out of my mana, essentially. The very first one? I didn't say that. God, the stutters here. I'm assuming the stutters are made worse by the fucking rain of magic missiles. Magic missile. I don't know why every, like, magic ball that explodes for me, I call magic missile. 841, yes, sir. It was actually really interesting with the RE stream yesterday, because I ended stream, because I have my live dashboard up, right? So throughout the stream, I shouldn't have it up, admittedly. Like, what I should do is I should open my live dashboard, I should pop out the chat into its own window, and I should leave that up, but I shouldn't have, like, my concurrent viewers, my likes, my total views, average view duration. Like, I shouldn't have that stuff up, admittedly. Because on days that are slower, sometimes I, like, look over at them, and they kind of bring my energy down a bit. You know what I mean? What happened to the light? Oh my god, those hurt! Oh shit, that was so lucky. Jesus, those hurt. Okay. The light is on right now. And it is mounted. Oh my Jesus! Why do you not get hurt by them? This is bullshit. But Belize, I believe it was you that said, like, put a little bit of water on it or something. Like, make it a little moist and then try sticking the suction cup back on. And I did that near the end of the stream, right? And it hasn't come off since. We went from the light falling like every 10-15 minutes to it's been on for like 22 hours straight without falling off. So that was actually the move. That worked, at least for now. It might not be a permanent solution, but if it extends it from like every 15 minutes to like every, like once a day, I can take once a day over every 15 minutes. Chocolate and vanilla ice cream is dead 50-50. Yeah, that one was really good. Just because it was dead 50-50. Like, I loved that. I thought it was hilarious. I thought chocolate was gonna win. I didn't think it would be by a lot, but I thought it was gonna win. Like, maybe by like 5% or something. But Smitty, what do you mean? I don't know what you're gonna ask. I'm gonna be honest. There are many things that you could ask. And recently, we've just talked about Kenobi every time you've come in. So, like, now that that's over, I'm honestly not sure what you're gonna ask. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Ooh. Why are these guys so fucking tough? At least they give you some flasks back. But I don't think these guys are gonna be worth it to fight. You think we took an L today? Oh. I am not gonna get into it. Just straight up, I'm just not. Like, I thought about tweeting about it. Not gonna say what I was gonna tweet, but I thought about it. And I held off. And I think it's just, like, I'm just not gonna get into it publicly. I think it's just, it's too heated of a discussion for me to want to, like, jump in on it right now. Like, yeah, I just think it's a little too fresh. And everyone's still kind of, like, you know, coming to terms with the fact that it happened. And I have a very, like, mild reaction to it. Like, not saying which way I feel about it, but, like, obviously I'm not a woman, right? So while I can have a stance on it, it's not something that, like, affects me personally and, like, I'm super invested in. So I do have an opinion on it, but I'm not, like, insanely heated one way or the other. I mean, generally, like, you know, everyone kind of knows by now that I'm just very central, like, politically. Like, I don't really tend to stand on one side or another. And I would say this is one of those things for me, where it's like, I can see both sides, and I definitely stand with one side more strongly, but I'm not, like, losing my mind over it. 464? Yeah. Yeah. You heard the sound. But if you know, you know. And I'm just not gonna get into it beyond that. I've already said too much. I didn't even mean to say that much. Well, I died. But I could farm up like another 80k runes. Like, the run between those two spots, you can kind of make some fat stacks. I can't remember. I know it was, our most vocal VOD watcher, because typically VOD watchers are quiet. Wait, why did he just give 39k? That guy alone. But our most vocal, and I don't want to say our most active VOD watcher, because I'm sure that there are people like him who watch just as much off stream, right? But like our most vocal VOD watcher is kind of the best way to say it. He commented, because a couple days ago I was like, I don't know if I'm underleveled or not. He says, okay, I just went and looked. He says I'm not underleveled. But I feel like maybe I've just been overpowered for so long that by comparison, I feel overleveled. Dies not even 20 minutes in, bro. Bro. Play the game and then talk. Oh, no! My rune pile was like 150k. Oh, that was like, I had a level sitting there, like a level and a half. I probably would have made like another level and a half before I went and got it. I was just gonna like go grab that while farming along the way to it. And then buy like 2 levels just with those runes. Because I don't think I'm under leveled. I think I just got I think there's 2 things that are going on here, right? I think A, I got too used to being overpowered because I was over leveled and using the broken Moonvale build with like good scaling and everything. I think that that's part of it, part of why I feel underpowered right now. And I think B, I just don't have the arcane scaling to really make Rivers of Blood like absolutely insane. Like Moonvale was fucking insane because I was like popping Glint Blade, hitting them with 1 or 2 transient moonlights, getting a stagger, and then going nuts with like frostbite and bleed proc on the light attacks, right? That build was nuts. I haven't gotten to that level of overpowered since switching to Rivers of Blood. Again, not sure if that's the area, because a lot of these enemies are pretty tough. So it could be the area, it could be that my, oh no way. Could be that my scaling just isn't there yet. Mickle had me come here and keep count. Yeah, I saw in Discord that Mickle said he wasn't going to be here today. But he might make an appearance near the end. Let's not count him out yet. Because yesterday he did make an appearance in like the last... He was in stream for like the last 30, 45 minutes. I can't remember exactly how long. But he did show up yesterday, even though he said he wouldn't be there. So, even when Mickle says he won't be here, we don't count him out. At least I don't. You might, but I don't. Wow, these guys are actually kicking my ass. Like, I could run straight to that church and just ignore everything. But I'm hungry for levels. I'm hungry for power. I can't remember. Okay, I did max out Rivers of Blood. I was like, I know I maxed out either Rivers of Blood or Moonvale. Did I max Moonvale? Hold on. I think I might have. I think I might have maxed. Oh, no. Moonvale's +9, but not maxed. Rivers of Blood, I maxed. But it seems like Rivers of Blood is a little more demanding as far as like level and attribute scaling than Moonvale is. Like Moonvale is just broken from the start. I wouldn't say it's broken from the start. It's really, really strong from the start, and then just with a decent amount of scaling, you can make it broken. That's the better way to put Moonvale. And hello, Atati. How's it going? Ow! Welcome back. Why did this guy drop me 39k the one time? I'm actually like, I don't know what happened there. Why did I even grab the rune pile? This is the rat that killed me last time. He distracted me. He made me run away. Got me killed. Wait, there's a lot more rats in this ruin than I thought. I don't think I ever checked if there was a boss in this ruin. Because the tunnel had a boss. And the tunnel, like, you look at the map, right? Ruin is right here, tunnel is right there, so I was kind of like, there's no way they're packed in that tight, right? Like, there's no way they would put 2 bosses right next to each other. You know? I'm good. I am a little bit tired. I am not at full energy today because I recorded a good amount of stuff for videos this morning. I spent my morning already, like, sitting here with the light on, talking for hours on end. I'm trying to just keep chugging water throughout the stream so that my voice doesn't hate me tomorrow. Because I recorded for like 2 hours this morning. Right before stream, I took like a 20-minute break between ending like recording stuff and sitting down to stream. And and then obviously I'm gonna stream for like 3 hours, and then yeah, my voice might hate me tomorrow if I don't just like keep chugging water. So I'm gonna try to stay on top of it. But I have had days like this in the past when I used to do videos and streams between YouTube and Twitch, where like I would do a bunch of recording and then I would stream, and then I would wake up the next day and my voice would be like all coarse and shit, and I would just be like, God damn it. So I'm hoping that I don't have one of those days. I haven't had one of those in a very long time. Like, the worst that my voice got recently was when I was sick and I decided to stream anyway that one day, like while I was sick. You shaving your head at 1,000? I mean, that wasn't the plan. I'm not saying I'm doing it. I really don't want to shave my head. I've never gone like full head shave before, and I really don't want to. But currently, oh my god, the plan for hitting 1K is permanently increasing stream time from 3 hours a day to 4 hours a day. Like, remember when we did it for a little bit, for hitting that one goal? I think it was for the month of February, right? When we temporarily did 4-hour streams. And then, like, my schedule got in the way, so, like, it was... We only really did it for, like, half the month. We only did it for, like, 2 weeks, really. At 1K, I'm gonna permanently up the stream time daily to 4 hours. Yeah, no, because my schedule was so bad between, like, working on the game and streaming and classes. Like, I did it for, like, 2 weeks, but then it was just not viable to continue beyond that point. So, I decided that, you know, I did it for a bit, and I was going to value my personal health over doing it for another 2 weeks beyond that. And I'm glad that I did that. A hairline reveal would be gas. You pretty much have it right here. Like, this is my hairline right here. Like, the hair is up to the hairline when it's short like this. My hairline is kind of ass. Not that it's, like, horrible, but it's, like, just slightly further back than you would kind of want it to be. You know what I mean? Like, this is the hairline reveal right now. I got the 5 head going, but this is kind of, like, how it is. I have just gotten in the habit of only getting a haircut, like, every 3 or 4 months. So, you just kind of, like, shave it down. Or not shave it down, but you cut it down to like this, and then it kind of grows out. And by the time I've been like 3 months without a haircut, I need another one, but then I never get one until like a month after I should. So I always have like hair that's too long for a month before I eventually get it cut. Like I just did, right? Like my hair was too long before I got it cut. The redneck, welcome back. How's it going? Ow! Fucking, god damn it. That guy's... How many heads does that guy have? Like, if a 4 head is standard, if I've got the 5 head, how many does Kiadi Mundi have, chat? That dude's gotta have, like, the fucking 10 head. Maybe more, if we're being honest. Oh my god. Can you not stutter while I'm fighting a bear that might possibly one-shot me here? Not one-shot. Oh! Oh, that was unexpected. No! I tried to get the flask off. God, why am I so greedy for runes, man? Like, I shouldn't be fighting them because I know they're gonna kill me. But they also give, like, 9k runes to kill them. So it's like, if I just kill the 3 bears that are in that spot, like 30k almost. Just for taking a minute and swinging around the funny blood katana, tanking a bunch of damage. Maybe I should just be more careful and not just tank the damage. Maybe that would help me out a lot. Yeah, how many... hold on, let me pull up a picture of him and I'm gonna... Here, I'll pull up a picture of him. Who has a good hairline? Oh my god. Who has a good hairline, chat? I don't know, does Ryan Reynolds have a good hairline? I don't know. I'm sure Yeah, he's got a good, maybe he's got a bit of a 5 head, but like he rocks the 5 head. Like honestly, his hairline's a bit far back, but like it looks perfectly fine on him. Like I've never noticed before that his hairline is kind of far back. I'm only noticing because now I'm looking for it. But like if that's a 5 head, this dude's actually got like the 15 head. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a solid 15 for Kiadi Mundi on that one. Peyton Manning. That's an interesting pick. Now I have to see. Now you have me curious, and I just accidentally minimized the game, so the sound went. Okay. Okay, yeah. That. See, I thought that was a serious answer. Show us Mundi. Hold on. I'll turn on the monitor thing. Let me pull him back up. I'll show you. I'm giving him a solid 15 head rating on Kiadi Mundi. Dude's got a fucking head on him. There you go. There's OBS. Say hi. This dude's gotta have the 15 head, boys. That dude has got... Holy moly. Oh my lord. That... I don't know what's happening there, where he doesn't have, like, the giant head. Like, oh, my camera's covering that one. You get the idea. You can generally tell. Yeah. That dude got a big form. Did I die again? Not after 467, no. Not after that. Wasn't it because his species has 2 brains? Wait, is he not human? I thought he was human. Am I wrong? I don't know, like, my extended Star Wars stuff very well. KOTOR is starting to give me a better lore understanding. Because, like, sure, I've played Knights of the Old Republic before, but I was, like, 7? Some shit like that. Like, you know, who remembers all the lore that they got dumped on them 13 years ago? So I'm getting caught up on some extended lore. You know, I'm learning again. It's a process. There's a lot in Star Wars that's like not shown just in a movie or a show at this point. Like even a lot of the games, generally speaking, are considered like extended universe, like Knights of the Old Republic. But you know, that's the best kind of exposure I'm gonna get is through the games, because most of the other extended universe stuff is through like comics or literally just through like one-off lines from like the Clone Wars, which I still... Okay, wait, let me talk... I mentioned this in Discord recently because someone asked, I think it was Perdos in Discord, who asked if it's worth watching the Clone Wars because he hasn't seen it. Chat, I recently watched Season 1, Episode 1 of Star Wars The Clone Wars because everyone talks up Clone Wars. Everyone says that it's so good. It's one of their favorite, like, Star Wars series. A lot of people say it's better than most of the movies. So I'm like, you know what? I should probably have seen this. And Kenobi kind of got me in the mood for more Obi-Wan Kenobi content in my life. So I was like, okay, I'll watch the Clone Wars. This is like a good time. You know, Kenobi's got me hungering for more. I'll watch some Clone Wars. Watched episode 1 of season 1. And it kind of fucking sucked. Which, I also said this in Discord, and I was told that season 1 of Clone Wars is, like, apparently bad. And I was even told that, like, it's probably not a bad idea to just skip season 1 of the Clone Wars. And I don't think I'll want to skip it. But, like, I think it might take me a bit to work through season 1, because that first episode certainly doesn't have me, you know, anxious to get back to it, to say the least. Oh my god, that hurt. Like, after watching episode 1, I'm certainly not like, oh damn, I gotta watch some more Clone Wars, because it was just weird. It feels like you absolutely just jump into the middle of a plot. I thought I was watching the wrong episode. Like, I genuinely closed out of the episode like 3 minutes in because I felt like I had accidentally started like episode 1 of the last season or something. Like, because, you know, Disney Plus might have defaulted it to the newest season or something. I genuinely thought I was not watching episode 1. It just kind of like jumps in and immediately just like, it almost seems like you're supposed to know characters that, to my knowledge, are Clone Wars exclusive as far as like visual media goes, Star Wars wise. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, it was odd. But Pablo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh fuck! Shit! That's actually like the scariest attack. When I do get caught out in a bad spot when they start doing that, I die to it a lot. I'm gonna take this time to try to get runes pulled together to scale my arcane though. Because I feel like while Rivers of Blood is good, it's not amazing until I can get that scaling pulled up a little more. So I'm gonna try to do that. Likely bug? Maybe there's something down there, honestly. You know, we're just gonna feed the death counter a little bit for the sake of pulling up my damage scaling, my blood loss scaling, all that sort of stuff. Because it's not so much damage scaling. How much scaling? Yeah. Rivers of Blood has descaling damage-wise for arcane. But according to Mickle, the amount of like blood loss buildup you deal per attack that uses it is what scales with your arcane. At least in terms of my build. I think he said there was something else that you can do with it. Like, it's not exclusively a blood loss attribute. But in terms of what I'm trying to do here, we're in it for the blood loss. So I might want to scale my dex as well, just to get more damage overall, because it does have B scaling with dex. So it's got a pretty good amount of scaling with that. So I feel like maybe I should go to, like, you know, get arcane rounded out to 50 perhaps, and then I don't know, maybe just bring dex up to 40 or something. I think it was at 33 when I just looked. So maybe bring dex up by another 7 points just to get the general damage scaled on top of the blood loss. And that might be how we start really cooking with this build. Hey, still big scary guy. Also, as far as dex scaling for when I am using the cold Uchi and trying to like... Oh, what? His shoulder rolled into me, dude. Oh, I did not think that was gonna happen. I feel so dumb. I'm just dying over and over again to basic enemies right now. Thank God Mickle isn't here. He would be absolutely flaming me for this. For just dying to the enemies in these ruins over and over. He would be ruthless on this shit. Can you stop dying? I need these runes, man. And I need to save up 100k to get these levels. It's like, the area I'm in is fantastic for getting the runes. But for some reason, I'm just being dumb and trying to tank hits. And just like, you know, it's just like kill, 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 take the hit and drink the heal. I just need to be a little more careful, because I'm just being dumb. Mickle's gonna watch the VOD. How much you want to bet? Wait, why is the frame rate on my camera so bad? Hold on, let me restart my camera, because I just noticed that it's like weirdly choppy. Let me restart it real quick and see what's up with that. Can we fix? Oh, that looks way smoother, and the lighting looks way better. Okay. Something was up with the camera. Something was up there, but restarting it seems to have fixed, so I'll take it. Vroom vroom. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, where I'm just like tanking damage for no reason. Like, that's such an avoidable attack, but instead I'm just like, haha, Blood Katana go burr. And I'm just sitting under him, swiping at his legs with it. Hello, El Rato. Do you know that that's actually the word for rats in Spanish? It's not rato, it's rato. You know, differences in how certain letters are pronounced and everything, but like literally one of those words where it's just like exactly like our word for it. I wish that Spanish had more words like that, just so that it was easier for me to learn, by the way, because like I've said it before, but German, if your first language is English, is so easy to learn. I'm assuming it goes the other way too, where like I would assume people whose first language is German have a pretty easy time with English. But German's like grammar rules are insanely similar to English. A lot of the words are like either similar or in some cases they're like pretty much the same. Like beer in German is Bier. It's just a matter of accent. It's spelled differently too. It's B-I-E-R instead of B-E-E-R. But like it's the same word in like all seriousness, right? German and English are actually like pretty similar languages. Water is Wasser. It's super similar. Like German is just very easy to learn. Apple is Apfel. Like there's a lot of words that are either the same or just incredibly similar if you're an English speaker trying to learn German. And really because the grammar is so similar, like it's mostly learning German as a native English speaker is mostly just like memorizing vocab. I would say that that's like 80-85% of learning the language as an English speaker is just knowing the words. If you know the words, you can speak at least broken German. Like not perfect German, it'll be broken, but like people will be able to understand what you're trying to say. You know what I mean? All you have to do is just memorize the words and you'll at least be understandable to a German speaker. Like, your point will get across, even though you sound dumb. Alright, these two boys. Broken German better than no German? True. It's just a really... Also, being bilingual, just as a little tip for my, my younger viewers who might be looking for marketable skills and stuff to do outside of just, like, being good academically. As far as like getting into good schools, getting a job and stuff like that. Being bilingual really goes a long way. Both in terms of getting jobs and getting into a good school, weirdly. It goes less far as getting into a good school, but it's definitely something that you can put on like an application to impress, you know? To make yourself be a little more marketable than people who aren't bilingual. Especially in the US, a lot of people in the US aren't bilingual. Like, a lot of people are not bilingual. So, it's actually pretty helpful. I'm trying to become trilingual. I'm trying to clean up my German. Because when I left off learning German, I was like halfway through German 5. And that was like 2 years ago, so my German's gotten pretty broken. But if I can clean that up and then go through like the rest of it, it goes through 7 for German. So if I could clean that up, go through the rest, I could consider myself bilingual. Because like I can speak broken German, but that's not like a marketable skill. Like, oh, I can kind of, sort of speak this language. Like, you gotta be able to speak it. And then I'm like halfway through Spanish 2, trying to actually learn Spanish, because I never did. Because high school Spanish is bullshit. Like, it is so hard, at least for me. I don't know if it's just a me thing, but it was so incredibly hard for me to learn Spanish from taking, like, high school Spanish classes. Like, I just completely gave up and wrote off ever learning Spanish because I had such a hard time with it in high school. So, like, I don't know, man. But it's not even like it's just the language that's hard for me. It's definitely harder than German to learn. But, like, when I started learning it on my own, doing, like, kind of the same stuff I did to learn German, fuck me. I didn't think he had a leap attack like that's far of range. I should have expected it, but I didn't think he would have it. learning it on my own, doing the same stuff that I've done for German is like way easier than learning it in high school or middle school was for me. Something about like the classroom set. 7 Hey. Whoa. Don't be jumping the death counter by 300, my guy. Come on now. Imagine you tell Mikkel that we're in the 700s. I would have to die more than twice per minute to get us into the 700s for the entirety of the stream today. Like, the odds of that happening are insanely low. If you know Latin, French, Italian, and Spanish will be semi-easier to learn. I was thinking about doing French in place of Spanish. I mentioned this before. I actually started doing French before I decided to learn Spanish instead. And I had such a hard time with the accent. I got like maybe 3 lessons into French 1. But I had such a hard time developing the accent that I just entirely gave up because I'm like, dude, I just can't make these sounds. I was just like, you know what? I'll learn something that's more useful in America. Because like, being Canadian and learning French, like that makes sense. There's a good amount of Canadian population that speaks French, like as a main language, right? Not to say it's like the majority. Like, I would say French is more spoken in Canada than like Spanish is here. But like French as a main language, just not seen in the US, really. Like obviously some people, I'm not saying it's not at all seen, but like, it's not common in the slightest. But Spanish as a first language in the US is like, yeah, there's maybe like, I don't want to say it's an insanely small portion, but like, in the totality of the US, it's a very small portion. But like, there's a pretty solid amount of people in the US whose first language is Spanish, right? It's way more applicable to learn Spanish for me than French. Really the only reason for me to learn French in terms of like actual application would be like, I had a buddy who was like, I want to learn French because it sounds sexy if you can speak French. And I was like, fair enough. Like really, living in the US, that's kind of the most immediately applicable thing with French. It's quite a bit of Spanish speakers. Yeah, it's also just one of the most spoken languages in the world, right? Although if you're looking to learn a language purely because it's one of the most spoken, then like Hindi and Mandarin would be the languages to look at. Because I'm pretty sure just like if you do raw population, as far as first language goes, those are the most like widely spoken languages in the world. Purely by population numbers, not by like the amount of countries or anything, but just the amount of people who speak it as their first language. I know Mandarin is the #1 most spoken language in the world, just purely because of that. Because obviously, China has a large population. Like, it's a super large piece of land, and they have an they had an overpopulation problem. Now they are worried about the fact that they are not repopulating quickly enough to sustain their population. That's the current worry in China all of a sudden. I don't know when that became the case, because obviously it doesn't just like happen where one day you're like, oh wait, we're dying. Like, oh, it's a thing that happens over time, so I don't know when that really started to be the case. But I know that China has put like incentives in place. Remember how they used to have like the one-child rule that like everyone knows about because it was like kind of fucked up, right? It was like families or like couples in China were legally only able to have one kid, regardless of how many they might have wanted to have, just because their population problem was so bad. But now, China's government is incentivizing having more than 2 kids per family, and it's just still not happening. Like, they're just struggling to populate quickly enough to keep up with their death rates currently. Which is, like, a scary spot to have a country be, you know? Like, that's a pretty big yikes, especially for a country that big. Oh, I didn't need to drink that, but I guess it got replenished anyway. I don't use the FP flasks super often, and so many enemies in this area, like, replenish them. So I'm not worried about accidentally wasting one. We just keep on trucking. I gotta go get... See? Boom. Back up to full 2 FP flasks. Honestly, in this area, I could probably rock 11 heal flasks and just 1 FP. Because every time I need to use one, it just gets replenished by the next time I need to use it. I'm not going to change it. Like, 10 heal flasks is enough, right? But, I probably realistically could bump it to 11 heals and just 1 FP flask, and I would be perfectly fine. These bears do not fuck around. I do not like these bears. What if I try to sneak up to my rune pile just so that I can safely grab them before I start some shit? I think I want to take that bear first over there. Ooh, I'm at 120. Ooh, drank another one. I'm actually going to go back. Oh, wait, I can just fast travel back. Big brain. Since I am just trying to farm up some arcane scaling right now so that I can make rivers better, I can afford a level. I'm going to go and spend these runes before I just inevitably lose them to fighting those bears again. So there we go. It's actually super nice. I didn't notice until today that you can see the runes needed in this menu to your next level. So I now know, like, I need like 103,000 for the next level. Shit, I meant to pull up status. 48 arcane, want to get that to 50 and see how strong that's gonna be. Oh, also discoverability goes up, right? I think that was the other thing that arcane raised, which is interesting. They had an attribute like that in Demon Souls called Luck. That was literally just an attribute that raised your odds of enemies dropping items. And it was the dumbest attribute in that game. Like, absolutely the dumbest attribute. Don't tell me. No, I teleported back there to get a level. Because I could afford it. We're farming levels, so I'm going to be going back to that just when I need to grab a level. Isn't English the most spoken language? No. I don't even think English is, like, by any metric, the most spoken language. Maybe the only metric that it is the most spoken by is just how many people globally, what's it? Like, can speak the language even just a little bit. Maybe then, because, like, I think a lot of non-English speaking countries teach English as, like, you know how in the US we teach Spanish kind of as, like, the default extra language in grade school? I think English is that language for a lot of non-English speaking countries, so maybe by that metric it could be. But in terms of, I know that if the metric you're using is how many countries use this language as their first, that would be Spanish. Spanish has the most countries that speak it as their first language. And when you're going purely by, like, how much of the human population speaks this language as their first language, then it's Mandarin. Maybe if you're just going by, like, how many people have ever taken a lesson of this language, it could be English. But as far as, like, being a first language, whether you're going by, like, countries that speak it as a first language or just human population that speak it as their first, English is not either of those. I know that for sure. The reason that English is so widely taught, though, and why you see, like, all sorts of companies advertise in English, even if they're not in, like, a first language English country, or, like, headquartered in it, I mean, is just because of, like, countries like Canada, United States, like, large countries, economically speaking, that English is the first language. It's kind of, I'm trying to think of a better term for that. English is the most marketable language in terms of, like, English is the default language of the world. I mean, yeah, but it's not the most widely spoken. That's what I'm trying to like say, is that it's kind of like the default language, like advertising wise and everything, because all of the most, or not all, but the majority of the most marketable countries, like consumer wise, economically, stuff like that, English is the first language. So it's the default language of the world in the sense that like it's the best language to speak business wise. If that makes sense. Also, I can afford a new level. Hold on, let me look up what is the most spoken language. English is the most spoken, which I think it's what I was saying earlier, where it's like overall how many people know how to speak the language. But like I'm thinking of like native speakers, like it's their first language. Which in that case, I've got the whole top 10 list. Here we go. Chinese is number 1 with 1.3 billion people who speak it as their first language. That's not even just how many people speak Mandarin. That's how much of the human population their main language is Chinese. Spanish comes in at number 2 and English comes in at number 3. I actually thought Hindi would be higher. That's at number 4. I thought Spanish would be a little lower than it is and Hindi would be higher. I thought English would have been like number 4, number 5, not number 3. But then like Arabic is number 5, Portuguese number 6, Bengali is number 7. I didn't think that much of the population spoke Bengali as their native language. Russian is only number 8. Japanese is higher than I would have thought, at number 9. And Landa is number 10. How many native English-speaking countries are there? Not very many. Because there's the United States, there's Canada, there's England. Is England considered like separate countries? I genuinely don't know. Like Ireland is a separate country from England. I meant to say is the UK separate countries, but that's a dumb question. It is. I know that now that I say it out loud. South Africa? Yeah. Australia is true also. I would have gotten there eventually. England isn't a... I mean, England is a country, but like... England... Scotland and Ireland, that's what I was gonna say. Like, all 3 of those are separate countries, so technically they're separate. Even though they're all kind of like the UK umbrella, they are separate countries. Belize? Is English the main native language in Belize? Is that true? Wales? I don't think so. Welsh is a language. Has it become like Welsh is just kind of like a secondary language in Wales? Do they actually speak English as their first language there nowadays? Chop, chop, chop. I mean, oh shit. The dex scaling might actually be what I'm missing on the build, like full honesty, because like proccing the blood loss, I'm noticing that it's happening like 1 attack sooner in the combo strings, which will be clutch in very specific situations. Welsh and English, well yeah, but like we're talking first language here. Like, is Welsh their first language or is English? Bermuda's a country? Scotland and Ireland is Gaelic? Yeah, well, I know that Gaelic, while spoken in some parts of Ireland, I'm pretty sure still, like, the vast majority of Ireland does speak English in the modern day. Like, not to say that Gaelic is a dead language, but it's definitely nowhere near as used as it used to be. So that's why I was kind of wondering on Welsh, like if they still speak Welsh as their main language or if it's become English, because I genuinely don't know. Yeah, I'm noticing the blood loss proccing like one attack sooner in the string, but the damage is still the same. So it's like, maybe I need the dex scaling and not the arcane scaling. I'm still gonna round it out to 50 for arcane, but maybe that's not the missing piece here. Unless you really, really scale it over the course of like a long period. Scottish and Irish will get very angry if you confuse the two. Confuse the two what? Oh, countries, yeah. It's the same thing. Oh, New Zealand is true. I wouldn't have thought of New Zealand, honestly. Like, I just actually wouldn't have sat here and been like, countries that speak English as their main language. New Zealand. I probably would have gotten there if we spent enough time on it, but it would have taken a bit. But yeah, it's the same thing with England and Australia. If you confuse them, like, just off of their accent, they will get very upset. I've mentioned it before, but one of my favorite, like, kind of pranks, in a way, when I used to, like, hang out on VR chat with friends while I lived in Florida, we would just go into, like, public worlds and, like, find random people to talk to and shit. Like, just meet people one time, have a conversation, and then never talk to them again. And it's funny to do that. Like, it's also, it's just a very fun social experience to go on VR chat and do that. Anyway. One of my favorite things, whether it was a British person or an Australian person, was that, like, I would make them think that I thought they were the opposite. So, like, if there was a British person in VR chat when we were jumping between worlds, I'd be like, oh, what's it like in Australia right now? Like, how's the weather? Like, you know, is it nice there this time of year? And they would get so angry. And I would do it to Australian people. I'd ask them about the weather in England, too. The weather was the easiest one, because it comes off as, like, a natural thing. Just like, oh, what's the weather like in Australia this time of year? I have no idea. And they would just get fucking livid. Especially the Aussies. The Aussies are just as upset about it as the Brits are when you do that to them. They get very, very upset over it. I mean, yeah. But it's like, we also were technically Englishmen, so... And by we, I mean the US. Like, if... it's not even, like, as funny if you were to, like, infer that a British person is American, because the accents are nothing alike. But I'm sure that they would, if you made that mistake, probably get offended. I don't know why British people and Americans have such a rivalry to this day, because, like, obviously there's, like, the, what's it? Why can I not think of the name of the war? What's wrong with me? Someone help here. The war that we fought against each other over America becoming its own country rather than a colony. British people are proper, bro. What are you talking about? Some are. British. There's so many different like regions of England, and I guess like the properness, the poshness, I don't know which one would be the right term, but it varies a lot between, like, what region of England you're from. Like, there's the people who speak, like you'd think they were royalty. Like, they're very, very proper, very posh. And then there's, like, the, oi! It's Tuesday, innit? Yeah. Like, they're the super, super, like, thick, almost, like, aggressive-sounding accent. Until 83? That's way more recent than I thought it was. Is that right? Oh my god. Okay, I don't know why I keep healing when I know he's gonna wind up any second for another attack. Okay. Going for that final swipe was a mistake. Oh, this was dumb. Yep, just tank the damage, Cole. That's how we do. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Don't kill me! Ow, fucker. Oh shit. I'm gonna die. Damn it. I'm out of fucking Estus, man. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why because there's like people like me who just kind of joke about like the rivalry between America and Britain, where it's like, oh yeah, haha, we hate each other. But like, I honestly, I find them endearing in a way, because they're just so different to us. But like, the rivalry is more of a joke to me than like a reality. But I know some British people, particularly in VR chat, who like, just fucking dog on you if you're American. Like, just start going in, just like roasting your ass for being American. Like, there's the people who like meme it up like me, but then there are people who and I know Americans who like actually have like genuine problems with British people too. Not to say it doesn't go both ways, right? There's the people like me who do it like as a meme, just like very clearly as a joke. And then there's the people who actually just hate each other. Like, just genuinely, they just do not like, oh, fuck's sake. I hate this spot. I might just ride through this one. These guys don't... Oh, wait, it's that... I thought it was coming from the church. If it's the walking mausoleum... Oh my god, dude. Ah! They killed Torrent. It might be better to not use Torrent. I'm gonna be real. I have a better chance of just evading everything on foot. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. I'm gonna die in one more. Oh my god. I'm one shot. Please. Okay, I gotta get all the moss off of this bitch. I gotta ground this motherfucker. God damn it. Get off the horse. It'll just be easier. Ah! Oh, fuck's sake. I knew it was gonna happen, too. I was spamming dodge. I swear to you, chat. I swear to you. Didn't Romans at one point control Britain? I think so. But also, I don't know European history well enough to answer that. I'm gonna be real. Like, I just don't have a good enough understanding of that region. Around the time period where the Romans were, like, around. Like, there's so much about the Romans that I just don't have a clue about. 471, right? I think so. I mean, you could scroll up to check, but I think that's right. Rune pile. It was a good call to respawn at the stake, because I just... Now that I've realized that I can ground this thing to get it to stop shooting like that, like, I could kill all the ghost soldiers and get the runes from them. It's not viable to do it while this bitch is around and just raining hellfire on me. God damn. At least Torrent will tank the damage from the stomps if I just am on Torrent doing this. Kevin, this is not Kevin. This is the weird fucked up horse elf thing. Got those weird ass ears. This is no Kevin. Kevin was a beautiful animal. Fuck. Man, I kind of miss Red Dead streams. Like, even though it is like, yeah, I did everything in the game, like, what else would I do? I just kind of miss playing that game for stream. It was just such a fun game to just hang out on and talk to chat while I played. Because, like, while I ride my horse, it's pretty much a just chatting stream. Like, going from point A to point B, you know, oh shit, it's coming down! It was pretty much just, you know, a chill time to just keep up with chat and talk about whatever. And then whenever shit actually went down, we could have, like, these hype moments And then it would become chill again. Okay. Whew, that's all done. Hello. How am I supposed to say that name? I'm actually curious. I'm so terrible at trying to guess how to say new names. So please help me out, because I would love to be able to say it. I actually have no idea with that one. Is that gonna be a sacred tier? I know Mikkel told me that there were 12, and I've got 11. No, it's not. Damn it. The last one is still out there somewhere. Still somewhere I can upgrade the flasks one last time. That's definitely the way I have to go, like for actually progressing the main story. But I don't know where that last church is gonna be. Did I already grab this? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Back from Florida? You were there for a while, right? Like a week or so? What are you doing there that long, Ryan? What's a good build? I mean, this is still my first playthrough, but I've done a couple different builds. Well, I've done 3 technically. Really I've done 2, but early game I just did like a generic samurai. Like I used the Uchi katana, I used a bow, and I just kind of did stuff normally. I scaled dex for damage. I used vigor for getting more health when I needed it, stuff like that. I would say, as of the current point with the build that I'm trying, the strongest one I've done, they're all samurai themed. So if that's not sounding fun to you, then I'm not going to be much help. But I did do Moonvale, which was a very strong one. This is still, I haven't gotten this new build strong enough to rival this one yet. But hello, 3000. I'll check the Great Rune in a minute, because I don't remember whose it is. I think it's Radahn's. Moonvale, this is a magic katana that I can't use right now because I respect, so I don't have high enough intelligence to show it off. But this thing was very, very strong. I scaled intelligence with it. And in my other hand, I still have it here. I used a cold Uchi katana in my left hand. It had glint blade phalanx on it, this ash, if you have it. It deals out insane stagger potential. Like, it does so much poise damage. And so does Moonvale's Ash of War that it comes with, which is the one you want to stay on. So, you use those two together for just crazy staggers. You use intelligence to get more damage out of your Moonvale. It was super, super strong. I only just switched off of it recently. Right now, I'm trying out Rivers of Blood, but I haven't really figured out what exactly I want to do. I use the normal katana. Yeah, so that's what this is. But, what I did was I took it to the blacksmith that's in the round table. And when you go to change the ash, you can change both the ability that's on it, which if you're just using Unsheath for now, if you don't have Glint Blade, then that's fine, but I would recommend Glint Blade heavily. And I put magic damage on it because you can get some good frost buildup just from like spamming light attacks. It was really, really strong. Dual wielding Moonvale and a cold Uchi, using Glint Blade and Transient Moonlight for staggers, and then just spamming light attacks for like frostbite and stuff. So strong. If you're looking for a fun samurai build that works like mid to late game, that's what I would do. Because it seems like Rivers of Blood doesn't quite get to its potential until like end game. But no, I have not done Fire Giant yet. Which I can only assume where the Fire Giant might be. Maybe in that big red spot where I have to go and get the flame. Possibly. Just a theory. Is there anything? Oh, I was gonna go here, but I never did. I was like, is there anything else I haven't done here before I go and do that? Are you going to do, or are you going to the Halig tree in this? Where is the Halig tree? Question mark. Hidden path to, oh, that's the Halig tree. Wait, yeah, I didn't even realize that. I will do that. Where you shoot your own blood. I haven't even seen that. Not familiar. Yeah, it's still my first run, so I'm still trying to like figure out what all the options are before I go and try something new on the next playthrough. But that Moonvale build, if you just kind of piece together scraps from what I described, you can probably figure it out from there. It was very, very strong. Hold on, I didn't check my... Oh, I would have to... I think it's Radahn's. It's the one that boosts your health, your FP, and your stamina when you use it. I haven't actually used it yet, though. How many golden seeds? Oh, whoa. Get me back to the grace. I didn't even realize I had 5 beforehand. Someone take over where it's 471 deaths. Yes, someone keep track of future deaths for Sticky. Was I? Oh yeah, flasks add charged. There we go. Now I have 11 heals. I think it's Godric's. Hold on, let me. Since I'm at the grace now, it is Radahn's. The only other one I have is Required's, but that one doesn't even seem that great because, like, at least for the sense that I feel like the great runes are helpful in, since they are limited by getting the rune arcs, I've kind of been saving them for when I get to a really hard boss to make that easier on myself. So for that, getting a little bit of health back per enemy killed doesn't seem super useful for me. But like just getting a straight up buff to like health, FP, and stam, like that's very helpful for when you're struggling in a boss fight, right? Especially now that I'm spamming Rivers of Blood, so I actually do kind of burn through FP. It's just going to be really, really helpful. Oh, look at these guys. They got bows and shit. Oh, they got wolves too. God damn it. Wolves are just dogs, but bigger. Wait, what the fuck are these guys? Oh, they got health. Oh, I knew it. I was just about to say I'm going to get beamed from the side now that I locked into that. +5 on all stats is Godric's. I haven't found the tower with his, but I have to keep an eye out, dude. What? +5 on all stats is nuts. Because then, like, not only do you get +5 to whatever you're using, like, build-wise, like, you know, for something like my build, it's like, oh yeah, it just scales my arcane and my dex and stuff further. But like on top of that, anything that your build might be lacking, like if maybe you're lacking a little bit of endurance and stamina, you'll just get a little buff to that too. Instead of just scaling like what you already are good at, you even make up for a little bit of your shortcomings on each build, right? So that's kind of nuts. That actually seems so good. Like what? Ow. Fort. I don't know if I've done the Wayne Fort. I feel like I have. Like, it seems roughly familiar, just name-wise. But I don't know exactly where it was. Oh my god. Fuck. Calm down. Oh god, the wolf is here now too, the big one. Come on. Holy shit. Ow! Ow! Stop, please. Oh my god, there's a new one. Ah! He's riding a wolf, dude. What in the fuck? Okay. It's early? Okay, then I definitely did it. Because I cleared out, like, all bosses in Limgrave and Weeping Peninsula, like, those areas. Those are the two, the fort in Limgrave, then I definitely have it. Hold on. Fort in... is this... Is it down in Weeping Peninsula? Castle Morn. Which one did you say it was? The Wayne Fort? I don't know if I have found that. It said there's a boss there. Oh, you said mini boss, though. I wonder if maybe I haven't been there because it's not like a boss fight, perhaps? Sure. Anyway, I haven't said it yet. I have to do a shameless plug. You have to do it to survive here on YouTube. If you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to go ahead and leave a like on it. It helps me out a ton, because way more than people think, just getting those extra likes on the stream just ends up shooting the stream out to more people's like recommended, like their home pages and stuff. So it is actually like really, really helpful. So I'd really appreciate it if you feel like doing me a favor. And also, if you're new, feel free to subscribe and just come back and hang out another time other than today, because we do stuff like this every single day. I just finished up school, so at least for the foreseeable future, this is a daily thing. Consistent, like literally every single day. It's the fort you showed in Limgrave? Oh, okay, so it was this one? Fort Height? If I have it marked, I definitely did whatever boss is there. So it's an ash that I have, but just not one that I've tried then. Oh, these arrows. Okay, so hold on. Maybe I should go up to the left side first and fight the two that are right next to each other. Because then I'm able to like more easily focus on them and dodge their arrows. You know what I mean? The wolves are scary. Yeah, like if I start with this guy, I'll probably have a way better... Because now I've only got one guy shooting at me who I can't see. And even in moments where I need to focus on him, I can. This is... I definitely should have started on this side. Oh, I shouldn't have dropped off that way. Ow. Ow. Just tank the arrows, it's fine. You already do Deathrite birds? I don't know if I've done all of them, but I've done like 3 maybe. I'm assuming there's more. I haven't gone through and cleared out like most of the areas. I know I've done every boss in Limgrave. I've done every boss in Weeping Peninsula, and I've done most of them in Liurnia. I've done some in Caelid, some in Altus Plateau. Like, I haven't done everything in most areas, but there's those first couple ones that I cleared. So I fought a few death birds, but I'm assuming there's still, or not death birds, the deathrite birds. I fought death birds too. I'm assuming there's still at least 1 or 2 more. Some of them had some really good items though. At least I've been told. Not good items for like my builds, but people said like that some of those items are just really good for like other types of builds. Got to Altus Plateau today. That's honestly one of the more chill areas. I wonder if maybe it's because I like went and did other stuff first. Like weirdly, and I didn't really realize it before I actually went and cleared Altus Plateau, but I think it's like right here. Like you kind of get started with moving through, and then you get here, and like I think this is where the woman is that teleports you to Volcano Manor. So I like cleared out Volcano Manor and did required before I actually did like the actual Altus Plateau area in general. So I think because I went and did harder stuff first and like kept scaling my build, and then I did Altus Plateau, it just felt super chill. Like it didn't feel super hard. I didn't feel like I was being strained or anything. It was just a good area. Like it was just a very nice, I could just work through it quickly, get some stuff done, and move on sort of spot, you know? Deathrite bird items are really good. The fights aren't. Yeah. They're like the death birds are already a pain in the ass. And then in comes the deathrite bird where they just buff them for no reason. Excluding the forest, it's relaxing. I still haven't gone and done that one spot where the invisible like lift is. Is that what it's called? Lift? I can't remember. Rise. The rise. That's what those like skinny towers are called. Not lift. Yeah, this one, the Mirage Rise. I have it on my map, but I haven't actually like unveiled it and gone inside yet. So I'm gonna have to go back and do that at some point. But I'm just gonna take a guess. Clerjohinks? So wrong. No way that's how I'm supposed to say it. But thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I don't think I've gone up this path on the side. I was gonna say, are there no like scary enemies on this side? I could have just gone around the whole time. Welcome to Elden Ring. Is this a boss? There's no way this is just a random enemy with a giant axe, right? You look way too... No, this is just a normal enemy. That Scarlet Rot? It's gotta be. It doesn't look like it's like a blood loss thing. It looks like Scarlet. Oh, shit. Yeah, you might go down quick. Well, the blood loss worked on him pretty well. What the fuck? Okay, maybe Rivers of Blood is good. Maybe it's just those enemies that were a little rough. You know, they were just so tanky that I thought the build was shit. For my Paladin build, Deathrite Birds are also somewhat relaxing. You're telling me there's a build that makes those guys easy? Count me in. Actually, when I was a little bit over leveled, I will say, offer rump. I will say that one of the Deathrite Birds I came across, I kind of just like mowed down because my stagger potential was so dumb at that point in the build. Moonvale in general was just so strong at the point that I had it. Like, if I was going for the best build moving forward, I would probably stick to Moonvale and like respec back over to it. But I just wanted to try something new. Like, it's a whole different element. It's a new weapon. I wanted to try out something a little different before getting to the end of the playthrough, you know? I didn't want to do the same thing the whole way through. Pickup. And a follow-up. Okay, so that building was, like, locked off. Assumedly, questline-wise. Peaceful Ghost Doggo. Love to see it. Can I get in that door? Is that a door I can open? I use Beam? Is that what it's called? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's the gate. It's another one that's locked off. I think I need to progress something to, keep going here. Oh, the Beam Sword. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Oh. Shit. Light the 4 figures in Evergold. Ow. What is this about? Rivers of Blood and Moonlight are the best katanas, just that Rivers is a lot stronger. Yeah, I think I just have to get better scaling. I think it's like meant for a way higher level character to actually get the best out of it, you know? Moonvale, you can kind of just pick up. I didn't even see him because I looked away from the screen. Oh wait, no, because he teleported in. I thought I just... I can hear him. God. Crossbreed Priscilla all over again. This guy doesn't even have the footprints. He just has the particle effects. And even those aren't, like, totally consistent. There he is. This is a good gimmick. I like this gimmick. Ugh. Bitch. Yeah, I was not expecting that one. Did I die? 474? What do you mean? Just gotta get that waypoint. Go away, man. I was gonna say. Oh, okay. The moment you know it's a trap, but you avoid telling about it, yep. I love how the time that it's more common that people don't just like try to tell me about something is when it's gonna fuck me over. Like, people all the time will be telling me about, like, oh, if you do this, it's easier. But then with the occasional stuff like that, it's just complete silence until I run into it. It's great. Denial? Is that how I'm supposed to say that? Correct me on the pronunciation, because I know I'm saying it wrong, but welcome. How's it going? Roll through. I just gotta find all these figures. Now I know what they look like, at least. Just gotta go around and actually spot them. And I'm sure there's gonna be more of those guys. There's no way there aren't gonna be more of them. No way there's only one. I'm assuming there will be one kind of like near each of the figures I have to light, since they don't seem to be just everywhere. Oh wait, I didn't need to drink it, but like, probably not gonna be an issue because I have so many flasks at this point. Like, there's no way that it'll be a problem. Where the fuck are these statues? Oh, ooh. Hello, sir? Ma'am? Rolled. Who the hell played Palpatine in episode 6? Because it definitely wasn't Ian. It was. The same guy who played him in the prequels played him in episode 6. He actually had to get edited into episode 5. I don't know if you've seen the original cut of episode 5. But they had a different actor for the Emperor originally. But then they found Ian McDiarmid and they were like, wow, this guy. Look nothing like him. It's him. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It also didn't look like him in Kenobi. But, like, you know, age changes your look a lot. I think the reason it doesn't look like him is because in episode 6, he had, like, a massive, like, plastic mask on. And he had, like, they did a lot of makeup work to him for episode 6. And when they put him into episode 5 later on, to make him look more, like, decrepit and old and, you know, evil emperor-y. But then for the majority of the original trilogy, or not the original, sorry, the prequel trilogy, that's a big fuck up for me to make. They didn't do that because even though, like, fans of the originals would know just off of the name. Oh, you're talking about the Kenobi show. Yeah, that was Ian. I thought you meant episode 6, like the movie. No, that was Ian. It just... It didn't look like him, which I'm assuming is either, like, just a weird thing that went down with the makeup before shooting that, or more likely, it's, like, the age. Makeup artist took an L, yeah. But one thing that I found odd with Kenobi in general, just the show in general, was, they didn't seem to, like, age or de-age people, like, or actors, I mean. Like, Ewan McGregor didn't get, like, artificially aged or anything. Obviously, a lot of people were talking about how Hayden Christensen looked like he was, like, 40 in the flashback. In, I think it was episode 5, right? How do I get to you? How do I get up to that? I want to kill them, but, like... Damn it. Maybe I can jump up that. Can I use Torrent? No, I can't. Fuck. I'm so bad at parkour in this game. Like, platforming in Elden Ring is a nightmare for me. Oh, that... Yeah, I knew immediately that I got nuked there when I started drinking the flask as I walked over, which was the dumbest thing I could have done there. Especially because I was getting shot in the side, too. Do I have to find those statues again now? Uh-oh. 474 legit? Yeah, there's the real one. Well. Wait, how did I get to the thing? I don't even remember. Is it over here? Oh. Never even went up these stairs before. Item. Invigorating cured meat. I haven't even, like, really paid much attention to this. Boosts robustness. What does robustness do, chat? Oh, that boosting physical attack might be kind of helpful. Yeah, a lot of these consumable items I've kind of just ignored. Oh my god, I have a ton of consumable roots. After I do whatever this is, in, like, the mirror version of this place. Evergaol. Goal. Whenever I get whatever this is done, I'm probably gonna pop all those consumable runes, and I can probably afford a level with them. By probably, I mean I can definitely afford a level with all of those. A Qui-Gon show is something we need before the Phantom Menace. I would be down for that. I would agree with you on that. Okay, so I don't have to relight the statues I've already gotten. which is what I was curious about. I do want to get up here and take out this bitch with the bow. Killed me. Oh, there's an item down there too. Little hops. Shit. Oh my god! I wasn't exaggerating before when I said nuke, dude. Fuck. Nearly one-shot my 50 vigor. Holy shit. Who was Qui-Gon's master? I think it was Yoda, right? Am I wrong about that? Who was Qui-Gon's master? Oh, wait. Was it Dooku? I feel like I actually don't know this now. Someone pull up the Wikipedia. Still the best wiki name ever. How do I tune into Cole being in the worst areas? Yoda was Dooku's master. Right, right. Was Dooku Qui-Gon's master? Hold on. I'm pulling it up. I got it. Qui-Gon in... My mom also, who watched Kenobi recently, had to ask me who it was. Who Qui-Gon was. Shameful, but like, obviously she didn't grow up with the prequels, right? She, when she was a kid, the originals came out. So she loves the originals and just like that era of Star Wars. But like, she just doesn't know prequel stuff very well. Masters. Dooku was his master. It was Dooku. Look at that. Who was Windu's master? That is a great question. That one, I just straight up don't know. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, fucking shit! What? They do so much damage! I have one of those statues left, too. That makes it even worse. Who was Windu's master? Now I have to know. Wikipedia! Give me the answers. You scroll down. Masters. Yoda. And someone else named... this is extended universe shit. Yoda is listed as his only other master, aside from the chick who's only in extended universe. Wait. I opened up the Yoda page to see how many apprentices he had. Chat. It's not even about his apprentices. One of Yoda's masters is Qui-Gon Jinn. Yoda did not apprentice Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon is listed as Yoda's spiritual master. Does that make Qui-Gon even more badass than he already was? I love how Qui-Gon is just this one random Jedi who appeared in a single Star Wars movie and was played by Liam Neeson. And is still to this day like a fan favorite of everyone's, pretty much. Like... how, and especially when I pull up shit like that, and I'm just like, okay, he was even cooler than I thought. He was Yoda's spiritual master. 50 vigor be like, hey, I am determined to not go above 50. I think 50 is more than enough, and I'm determined to prove it now. Oh, right, I have to get up top, but I can just shortcut with this. Because I don't know how else to... or I didn't know how else to loop around, but that blue torch is a very clear indicator. Big L, he wasn't in Battlefront 2. Honestly, like, yeah, but I can also see why he wasn't. Because, like, the Battlefront 2 prequel era was supposed to be the Clone Wars, right? And he was dead by then. Oh, shit. So I can understand why he was left out, but at the same time, it's like, he would have been awesome in there. Just because he's not in anything, you know? How is this Qui-Gon going to lose when he was trained by one of the best swordsmen in the Star Wars universe? I feel like, in general, like, maybe this is just me, but as I've been, like, getting more and more into, like, the really nerdy side of Star Wars recently, like, beyond just, oh, I like the movies, I guess. Like, the more and more that I've really, like, dived into it and learned more and more, like, outside of just what's in the movies at, like, a surface level, the more problematic Qui-Gon's death becomes. Because, like, in pretty much every sense, Qui-Gon should not have died in that fight. Like, knowing all of the more extended stuff that I've learned recently, it's like he just shouldn't have died there. It's like a totally contrived, like, plot convenience to have him die in that fight. I don't know who's cooking upstairs in my family, but, like, I smell onions. Like, you guys know the smell of, like, grilled onions? I love putting grilled onions in, like, anything I can. So that smell is delightful right now. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Qui-Gon genuinely was killed off, like, just for plot reasons. So that, like, other things could work out right, you know? Aha! I can go up there. God damn, the stuttering sometimes. Sometimes it's just really bad like that, and I'm just like, fuck, man. Let me play the game. Oh, it's a portal up here. Great tree? Oh. Is this gonna take me to the big tree? The Halig tree? Question mark? The snow area is actually way bigger than I thought. Like, I remember someone telling me, like, when I was saying that's kind of a small area, someone said, oh, wait. Oh, that's an Erd tree then? Oh. Oh. Okay, this is the Halig tree. Wait, that's the whole map filled out? That's the whole map filled out, baby! No more, like, brown covered up space. Officially, this is the last area to discover. Okay, hold on. Now I want to go back. And I want to check out the Erd tree first. Because I feel like it's the last thing to do in the snowy area. Aside from... it's the last big thing to do in the snowy area. Aside from going and doing, like, the main boss so I can get into the Erd tree. There are bubbles? Oh, I saw the bubbles. I saw them. I just want to grab this Erd tree thing real quick. Whatever it might be, because there's always something at these. Before I go and explore, like, a whole new area. Oh, it's these guys! I haven't seen you guys in forever. Nice shield. Ah, I forgot they do the cartwheels. Wait, that's a big one. Okay. There's a lot of lightning up there. Is it just the lightning flowers or whatever? Yeah, it looks like it. Kenobi is one of the most powerful Jedi. No Kizzy. I would agree. I actually, for people who have been watching me do the offline, or not really offline is the term that I use for it. It's like the quote-unquote official term, in a sense, but like, for those who've been watching the offline playthrough that I've been doing videos of KOTOR instead of streaming it, because it's just a way better format for that kind of game. Originally, I was gonna go for a build, like, inspired by Obi-Wan and kind of what he's, like, known for. To even feed into, like, the Cholby-1 meme more. But I felt like it was too on the nose, and I wanted to make Cholby-1 his own Jedi in that playthrough, so I didn't end up doing that. But I almost did it. Funny, like, behind-the-scenes thing that I never mentioned in there was that I was going to make my entire, like, build in that game based around Obi-Wan. I was gonna, like, spec super high into charisma, because he's, like, A, he's a smooth talker, and B, he uses Mind Trick in A New Hope, right? So, like, I was gonna be, like, an incredibly persuasive character. I was gonna spec really heavily into, like, force powers, like Force Push, because Kenobi uses that a few times throughout the movies. Like, I was gonna kind of do like a whole thing around Kenobi, but I decided to make Cholby 1 his own character. But hello, Alex. How's it going? Welcome. I can't see your profile picture very well because it's like small for me when I'm reading chat. It's on my second monitor and it's just like tiny on top of that. But what is your profile picture from? I can see Spider-Man roughly, but I can't see like details very well. You have piqued my curiosity with Spider-Man. I'm making chopped cheese? Bro, you should be Kenobi for Halloween. That's actually such a funny idea. I feel like I have to do that. I might grow my hair out for it too. Go for like the Kenobi look from the show. With like the long thrown back hair. God, that would be fucking funny. But then I'd have to actually like rock really long hair for a while just for a Halloween costume. Just for like a meme, essentially. I don't know if it's worth it, boys. I don't know. What do you mean you're making chopped cheese, my guy? Don't grow your hair out. It's not fun. I did it before. Have you noticed my profile picture? Kenobi cosplay would be epic. Yeah. I mean, I just got my hair cut, so it's less of a resemblance right now. But when I have longer hair, like kind of the same... When I have like a similar length to Kenobi in episode 3, I get told that I look like him constantly. It's just a running joke on the channel at this point. Spider-Man suit? Oh, is it just custom? I figured it would be like from a movie or maybe from PS4. I just can't see it very well. I can like make out that it is a Spider-Man mask, but I can't like actually see it properly. Shaving your head at 1,000? I never agreed to that, okay? But he was kind of far from the actual Erdtree spot, so I was confused running around in circles there, thinking I was supposed to find one of those. Or a tier, at the very least. It's not even a joke, the resemblance is uncanny. I don't see it. I told my mom that it's like, I get told that I look like him so much. And she was like, I mean, it's like a loose resemblance, but I don't really see it. Like, I wouldn't have noticed it. But then she watched the Kenobi series as it came out. And, like, and she was just like, yeah, you look like him. I was like, God damn it, Mom. You can't be feeding them. No, let me fucking... Hold on, can I use Glint Blade on him, maybe? Oh. Yeah, there we go. We grounded the bitch ass. Oh my god. I'm so used to doing L1 for my light attacks when I'm dual wielding that when I am not dual wielding, I just start spamming the block and it looks really goofy. I have so many runes now. This was worth it because I got new tiers and just a shit ton of runes. I can grab maybe 2 levels if I'm lucky, but I think just 1. But hey, a man can dream. I think I already got Arcane to 50. I might scale Dex up from here. Is your armor still altered? Yeah. Yeah, it's still the starting armor. Aside from the mask. Consumable runes? Oh my god, hold on. I don't even want to spend them yet. I just want to see how rich we can be at one time. This will be the most runes I've had on my person so far. So this will be awesome. Here we go. Start popping them. The small ones, you know, just a little 3K. Just a little bit. Another 1,600. I like working my way up from the bottom tier to the top and just seeing it scale the amount as I go. It's great. Best part of doing stuff like this. I hated this level, really. Can you alter your clothing? I mean, I could, but since I've been going so heavy into the samurai theme, I'm kind of hoping to find another armor set that looks like it. Like, I changed into this mask because I thought it fit the theme, and it just looks cool. Looks cooler than just rocking the normal samurai helmet you start with. So I'm hoping that there's another, like, samurai type set that I can come across at some point to kind of fit the theme. We're rich with runes. Now I can get 3 levels right here. And I might... I'm gonna scale the dex, dude. It's just, like, it's worth. Shabriri in the Bagging of Mountaintops of Giants. He drops armor with the Iron Mask. Interesting. I'll have to find out where that is. I know where Mountain of Giants is, but I didn't find Shabriri yet. So in the beginning. Okay. I just somehow missed something. You mean like up this path or like just past the lift? Oh, Shabriri. I did meet Shabriri. Never mind. I don't want to kill that guy. Come on now. I feel like my defense is fine. Like, I don't feel like it's a necessity to get better armor, honestly. Envoy's horn. Interesting. I did not think that would be a weapon. Envoy. I'll say it properly. What the fuck? Are they respawning, or did I just miss all of these the first round? How far our boy has come, truly. What did I name my character in this game? Is it just Chol? Hold on. Yeah, it is just Chol. I was about to call him Cholby1. I recorded more KOTOR this morning, so I've gotten back into the habit of calling my in-game character Cholby1. But this character is just legendary samurai Chol. Oh, hold on, do I have to jump that? Or I could try to drop onto that one. You can make bubbles with the horn, that's great. I love that. I love, like, more goofy weapons like that. Like, I feel like that would never be a weapon that you would actually want to run on, like, a meta build by any means. But it's like, yeah, if you want to play with it, if you want to make, a meme build around it or something, you can do that. Golden Rune. I could drop to there and then run up to the other spot by doing that. This is a little scary drop, though. And the ants aren't very inviting, I gotta say. I'll do my best to just act like they're not there. Dappled cured meat. Beautiful. Ow, holy. He hit harder than I would have thought. Area is not terrible so far, aside from just navigation. Like, it's not like the enemies are posing a massive challenge in the space that you're given. Maybe Rivers of Blood makes it that way. Maybe I just have a busted build or something, but area's not too bad so far. Like, it may be mildly annoying, but it's not like, oh my god, this is awful. So I'll take it. So far, I haven't had many areas that I've just genuinely hated. Oh my god, the bubbles are fucking horrifying. When you're that low, it gets worse. Hey, I think we'll be okay. I think, you know, you just gotta believe in good old Samurai Chol. Oh, I was like, why earlier did I think my dex was 33? Because it is. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's gonna be 36 now. It's because the mask gives me an extra 3 dex. That's why before I thought I was at 33 when I was at 30. Well, hey, for scaling my damage with Rivers of Blood, I'll take it. Wait, how much do I need for my next level? Just because I'm trying to, like, scale my damage further. Once I'm at, like, 115, 120-ish. That stutter is real. Oh, yeah, it happens. My PC does not like Elden Ring. The two of them just don't want to cooperate ever. I know that it's just kind of like random compatibility stuff with certain components. I don't know which one has the problem for me that's causing it. If it's my CPU or my GPU, I'm not sure. But yeah, my computer and Elden Ring don't see eye to eye. So shit happens. I streamed last night and I barely got past 30 frames. Yeah, I use... If I was actually streaming off the same PC I play it on, my frame rate just... I wouldn't be able to stream the game. But I do use... Not a whole other desktop, but I use my laptop to actually send the video out. Like to run the actual encoding and stuff for stream. So it does help a lot, generally speaking, when I'm playing newer games with the hardware that I have. How do I even get up to those guys? The fuck? I don't even know if I can from where I am. Ah, don't do that to me right now. Like those massive stutters right as I'm like near an edge. Scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, I also use OBS. I use a plugin that I'm not entirely sure if I could recommend. It's nice when it works. It's so buggy. Like, it's so buggy. I use the NDI plugin to transfer the footage between the two instead of getting like a new like Elgato 4K 60. I just decided to save some money, go with the budget option of using NDI. And when it works, it's great. It's pretty bandwidth intensive on your upload speed. Because obviously the way that it works is I've got Ethernets in both my laptop and my desktop. And the video is being sent from my desktop to my laptop through the router. And then it's getting sent back out into like actual, it's getting sent to YouTube from my laptop OBS. So I have OBS open on both, but the OBS on my desktop is only worried about sending the video to my laptop. And it's more just like sending it a live feed instead of actually encoding the video actively like I would if it was streaming. But for streaming in particular, the one most important component in your PC is your CPU. Because at least by default, and honestly, I wouldn't recommend using your GPU to encode. What? What? No. That was a full one-shot, right? Like, I was at my full health bar. I think I actually just got full one-shot by that. Oh my god. But the CPU by default, unless you actively change it, and I wouldn't recommend it again, is the component in your computer that's not only running the game, but also encoding the video. So, your CPU for streaming is kind of your most important component. One shot by Bubbles. It'd be like 50 vigor, just actual straight one shot by Bubbles. That's crazy. Like, all the rest of them don't really do much. Oh, I guess it's because I got hit by a ton at once. Never mind. I was gonna say they don't do much, and then that happened where two of them did a pretty considerable amount of damage. Whew. Where's that rune pile? I should probably grab it and just spend them real quick, if I'm being completely honest. Because I don't want to lose. I think I had over 100k when I died there. So I'm not going to get cocky and think I can keep running and not lose them. I know how this goes by now. We grab runes and we dip. And we kill the plants. I didn't even notice if they gave me any or not. 700 is 700. Oh! No! No. Oh, I can't fast travel back? Fuck. I guess I gotta push forward then. Bloodhound Step? I don't even know what that is. Is it a weapon or an item? Or is it a armor piece, maybe? Newman's Rune. Scarlet Rot. Awesome. Loving this area. Now I see why people hate it. Now I see why you guys told me. Oh, it's an ash. Okay. Safety? There's something about a note that reads safety that I don't trust. Wait. That actually does seem way safer. Hold on. There's got to be like an item around this corner then before I go down that's worth checking out, right? Oh wait, no. I thought that this went around the tree and like never mind. Nope. Down. Yeah, That guy that can one-shot me is certainly something. Grace! I can spend my runes. Thank God. Yeah, I'm on PC. Give me another dex level. We love damage scaling. Really do. Is this just like a generally hated area? Ah, what the fuck? Ah! I didn't even notice him until... I'm good. I'm good at video games, I swear, chat. I swear I'm not bad at video games. I'm telling you. Backstab. Get fucked. What do you mean use the consumable ones too? Moon. What the fuck? Part of the Halig tree. Oh my god. Oh, lock on. There you go. I was like, there's a guy behind. Woo! I almost just like fucking Ash comboed right off the ledge, dude. God, that corpse piler combo is just so fun though. Like, just seeing a group of enemies get wiped out by it like that, it's really fun when it works like that. Like when it actually just destroys a small group of enemies. Ow! My timing is amazing. I'm so good at dodges. Oh, the big consumable runes. I think I'm just gonna save a bunch. Typically what I do is I just save up a ton, and then when I feel like it's about enough to buy me a level, I'll just pop them all. So that I don't waste them, of course, because I tend to randomly die to something I shouldn't and just lose my runes, so... I try to be a little careful with my consumable ones. This is a really dope area visually. Like, actually, I really like the look of this area. Oh, that's a big... Love to see it. Now that my levels cost how much again? 114,000. You love to see some... I can make that jump. Okay, it's just a big flower. I'm like, what's summoning all those projectiles there? That's one of these guys. Corpse piler, bitch! Oh, he's got friends. Oh, he's got friends. He's got friends. No! Leave me alone. Ow, leave me alone. Please. Oh my god! Come on, in. There we go. Jesus. That was only a little scary. Oh, another one of those. If I ever want to max Moonvale for any reason, I can. Already at 9. Got another Somber, so, like... If I do play, like, new game cycles with this, and for some reason I want to try dual-wielding Moonvale and Rivers of Blood, like someone said before, would max it. Got the stone for it. There's a lot of points of grace here. Actually kind of interesting. You know what? I could probably get up to a level with the consumable runes I've got, right? Why did I manually scroll all the way down like that? No. Head ass. Oh, was that just a normal Ancient Dragonstone? I didn't even realize. I thought it was only a somber variant. I didn't know the other version existed. Okay, another, yeah, this will get me. How big is this? I feel like this is gonna be way more than... Oh wait, no, only 12k? Wait, what? A named rune that's only 12k? Still 7,000 short. Now I feel nervous. Now I feel nervous. Be wary of Slug, then be wary of Slug. I love some of the notes that people in this game. Like, I'm not even seeing a Slug. Oh, that was kind of scary. I should have looked a little more carefully before I dropped. Fine. Okay, item. Somber 9. Kind of nice, but I feel like I'm just gonna run Rivers for the rest, so... I'm not incredibly worried about upgrading more, like, unique weapons like this with the Sombers. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? I am confusion. I killed the slug, and the big bitch died? What were they called? Chrysalians? Maybe there was a T in there? And, oh, my timing on the dodge. Panic rolls for the win, baby. Oh my. Oh my. Why does this game torture me so? Jump down. We just corpse piler the fuck out of everything. Fuck those bitches. Okay, move forward. So hold on. This slug, I think, killed the guy. Yeah, okay, so there's another... Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, I get it. There's a third slug. I don't have to fight him. I can hear it, but I want item. Of course, it's just a golden room. There you are. I wasn't sure if I had to drop or not, so... Just arrived in Cali. Nice, nice. Welcome back to the United States of America. Okay, I gotta actually jump. For a second, I thought I was gonna drop down. No, that is a... They're practically immune to corpse piler? What, the Chrysalians? I mean, because they don't, what's it? They don't seem to take, like, blood loss. So it seems like, really, when you corpse piler them, it just does, like, the raw damage and nothing else. Am I wrong? How's it going, Ozzy? Did you actually, like, just land? I'm assuming not, right? Like, you're wherever you're staying, I would assume. With their pants out? Not like an adult. Like, obviously, sometimes they'll, like, see, like, a 7-year-old or someone doing that. Like, on occasion. Oh, shit. I thought I had, like, undershot the jump as soon as I left the ground. I was like, well, I'm dead. Yeah, like Moonvale and Glintblade on those guys, every time I fought one of them, or like a pair of them as bosses, they just went down so fast, because you could stagger them like instantly with the combination. There's a +2! Well, don't mind if I do. I was already running the +1. I'll take the +2. Door ahead, except no door ahead. That's actually kind of funny. I will give him an updoot. I appreciated that one. Door ahead, except you can't go through it. I like. Yeah. Just staggering them and hitting them with a crit was so good on Moonvale / Glintblade. That build was just so good. I missed that one. Vancouver, are you driving across the border or are you flying across it? I would assume flying. I don't know if you can drive through the Canadian-US border yet. I know that there was a point where you couldn't. Like, even just a few months ago, you couldn't, like, drive across the border. Ah! Why? Why? FromSoft. They do this to me in every game, and I still don't learn. You can, I think? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm fairly certain you can. Hello, Bagels Battles. Welcome back. Going. Is your Moonvale +10? It was +9 when I stopped using the build. Ow! Fucking bitch! Woo, woo, woo. Hey. He looks nice. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Look for in. Borders are open to drive across? Like, I know that you can fly between them. Ow! Ow! I just didn't see the hammer. I thought he had, like, maybe a sword. Oh my god. Did you check me out after the stream? I did not. Honestly, I just forgot. Because, like, I got up right after stream and I went and made food. And then I went out to hang out with friends last night. So I just entirely forgot to. Oh shit, I don't have a FP flask. That could be problematic. Oh, Hero's Rune. I'll take one of those. I like those. You can drive across them? Okay. New gun ray, but an Elden ring. First off, checkpoint. Oh, he pointed that way. Grace. Got it. Wait, maybe not Grace? Hold on, what? Oh, it's a shortcut. Okay, I see. Shortcut. This is the elevator back up to where... Yeah. I'd recommend using it against this region's boss as a backup katana. I mean, I respect, so my intelligence is back at like 9 or something. Like, yeah, it is at 9. I don't exactly have the intelligence to wield Moonvale anymore. I would have to like respec my build for it. I'll just power through with the good old corpse piler. I didn't mean to send that thing back down. I feel dumb. Assuming that's the boss arena because the guy left the note about the shortcut. So I'm assuming I'm here already at the boss, seems like. I'm gonna go eat Five Guys. Oh, I want Five Guys now. The only thing with Five Guys is that it's so expensive, but like their burgers are so good and their Cajun fries are also like not the best in fast food by any means, but like they're pretty damn tasty. Why? Why do you people have to mention such like shitty food and make me want it every time? You do it with pizza, you do it with Five Guys. Why are you guys ruining my diet actively? I eat like shit, and it's because of you guys. I'm pulling the Nikocado avocado. You guys are the reason my health is not ideal. Have you been to Wendy's? Me, dude? Oh, I love Wendy's. Their burgers are gas, though, dude. I have also never had their glizzies, but when I was in Orlando, me and the team went to Five Guys on our lunch break once. And, one of the guys had never been to Five Guys before. And so he got a hot dog. And we all shamed him because he... Wait, it's this guy! I fought his like ghost version at the place with all the hands, the fingers. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for that. Of course he uses Glint Blade. What a pussy. Am I right? No one would ever use Glint Blade Phalanx in this game, except for bitches. I knew it. Five Guys is better than In-N-Out. I haven't had In-N-Out before, but we'll see you around, Ozzy. Have a good rest of your day. In the Manor. The Manor. I'm trying to think of the Manor. Hold on. It was like... This, oh yeah, it is called a Manor, I guess. Yeah, that is where I fought him. I was like, are we thinking of the same thing? Yeah. I fought him before. He took me a couple tries the first time, too. Is there a fog door on it? Shit. I am gonna be honest. With bosses that don't have a fog door the first time you enter, I wish they just didn't have fog doors. Purely because when I pull out Glint Blade Phalanx, if I try to walk through the fog door with it, it just breaks all the pieces. So I can't like prep a Glint Blade beforehand. I thought I might be able to kill him before he actually landed it. I'm gonna kill him. Fuck him. Bitch deserves it. Ow. Don't headbutt me. Listen. You're going to be at 500 by the time you clear this last boss? Wendy's Chili's is gas? Wendy's chili is gas. I haven't tried their chili, actually. I've heard mixed things. Like, some people really like it and some people don't. I've also heard from some people that their baked potatoes are actually, like, good. But I've never tried one. But you can just straight up get a baked potato at Wendy's, and apparently it's, like, not bad at all. People, like, seem to like the baked potato at Wendy's. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Ow! The double chug! I've gotten, like, an attacking, and it was glint blade. Like, fuck me, dude. Ow! Fucking bastard, bitch. Oh, I thought I had the range for that. Oh! Oh! I should not have dodged that, for the record. That's what we want to see. More of that, please. Oh, wait. I never used my physic. Forgot about that one. Oh, shit. Yeah. Bad timing. I should have been hit by that, too. I should be dead. From that right there, I should be dead. Straight up. I won't lie about it. Oh, shit. He has, like, an upgraded glint blade, too. Second phase. Blood loss, pussy. Ah! I used my last bit of stamina thinking I had a little more time than I did. No! 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 Fuck! What did I miss? Put it on your burger, top tier? Really? Papa's Barbecue has awesome potatoes. I've never heard of Papa's Barbecue. I don't know if we have that in the US. Or at least where I am in the US. Either place that I've lived. Like, far up north and far down south, I've never seen a Papa's Barbecue. Baked potatoes at Wendy's are in their top tier things? Really? How much is a baked potato from Wendy's? So close. That was bullshit. I thought I would be able to kill him with that last corpse piler, but I should have been more patient. Because I only hit, like, the first of the 2 attacks. If I had hit, like, both of this opener, then I would have had him. But only the first one hit before I got staggered out. I should have just waited. I would have been able to close that out second try, but I'm dumb. Subway would be better if they had better bread. Their bread is so odd. Like they're like sugar bread. Like it you know what I mean? It's so sweet. Like their bread is really, really sweet. Even like their whole grain stuff is like, it tastes like there's been a little bit of like added sugar or something. It's weird. Really odd. Leave the dumb wizards alone and kill the boss, but runes. My first job was at Subway? My first job was, I've never worked in fast food. Never worked in fast food. I've never worked at a grocery store. Like, that's kind of like typical first job is either fast food or like a Target or a Walmart or something. I'm gonna leave them alone. Leave them alone. I feel really dumb for inflating the death counter with the wizards instead of the actual boss. I was just like, oh, it's like 10k runes. No, you know what? Fuck them. They deserve to die now. I'm doing it. I'm going back to them. Keep killing the wizards? I will. Selling tacos with my parents in Mexico? Lit, no joke. Honestly, that would actually be like a good time. Are we talking like street food type, like selling tacos with your parents? Or like had a restaurant type? Dude. I can't seem to iframe those hammer attacks, like, at all. I just seem incapable of it. Fuck! Chat, I had oh no! I had Mexican food the other night. And it was, like, authentic, apparently. I wasn't there. It got brought back to me. Because my parents went there, and I was working on something at the time, so I didn't go. But they brought me back a torta and some asada fries. Because I wanted to try their asada fries. I was curious. Oh, no! Can we not count that? Street food type? See, that's the good type. That's the good type. But, I pulled up their menu on their website to, like, because my mom was like, tell us what you want, we'll just bring it to you. And I was like, okay. So I pull up their menu, right? Asada fries are a Cali thing? Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Is like first thing, that was like my first red flag. My second red flag, because when I was in Florida, I ate at a lot of like ma and pa, like authentic Mexican places, right? So, my second red flag after all of that Floridian experience with Mexican food was how small their menu was. Because every like really, really good authentic Mexican place I've ever been to has had like fucking 20 dinner combos, like just a full stacked menu, right? Like they will make you anything that's Mexican sort of menu. So that was my second red flag, was how small the menu was. You want to know the third one? You want to know what the third red flag was, chat? And for my boys who really enjoy their authentic Mexican, this was the biggest one. It was the prices. Because I mentioned I got a torta and asada fries, right? The torta was about 14 bucks for just the sandwich. Not like it came with rice and beans or anything like that. Just the sandwich. 14 bucks. You had to get rice and stuff like that additionally, right? The asada fries, 10 bucks. You're joking? I'm not. Asada fries and a torta was $24. And I was just like, no way this is actual, like, authentic Mexican. I was just looking at, like, this tiny menu, and it was, like, 24 bucks to get, like, asada fries and a torta. And I was just like, that's not right. That's, like, red flags all around. That's not possible. 14 for a torta? Bro, I'm telling you. It was $24 to get a torta and asada fries. And I was just like, this isn't it. And then guess what? I get the food. Like, they get back with it. And it doesn't help. It doesn't help that, like, because they had to, like, get it with their food and then bring it back, like, drive it back. It wasn't, like, super warm when it got to me. So, you know, that doesn't help. But it wasn't even that good. Because, like, the fries were clearly, like, freezer fries that you get at, like, Target. The torta had bean paste and a shit ton of avocado on it as well. So it was just kind of, like, mushy. With, like, having a shit ton of avocado and a shit ton of bean paste. It was just, like, super mushy because it had been driven back to me. Admittedly, this is, like, a time-based issue, but, like, it was my experience that, like, it was pretty soggy sandwich. It was just, like... No, man. That's, like, Cali Mexican food. It really was. It was, like, American Mexican, you know? It was not authentic Mexican. It was not at all, honestly. I was very disappointed because my parents were like, no, it's like a good, authentic place. And I'm like, uh-huh, okay. Because I really, when I was looking at the menu, I didn't believe it. I was just like, this is not right. Like, I know my authentic Mexican by now. I've had so much of it. It's like one of my favorite things to get, right? Because, like, American Mexican is, like, pretty good. But, like, you can't beat, like, actual Mexican. It's just so much better. No! Not a second time! No! Look at his health bar! I even, like, clutched up with no more heals, too. Like, fuck me. I could go for some queso. Oh. Why do you guys keep talking about food? I was gonna have, like, chicken and rice tonight, dude. Why? Oh. God damn it. I'm zen. I'm like a monk. I live in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and we have actual authentic Mexican food. I've tried 3 different places that all claim to be authentic here. And, I'll say 2 of the 3, to be fair, were, like, actual authentic Mexican places. But they just weren't very good compared to, like, what I was able to get down in Florida. I've been, like, in my roughly 3 weeks after moving out of Florida, I've been hard craving, like, authentic Mexican food. Because I'm not bullshitting you when I say that, like, I was eating at, like, authentic Mexican places, like, twice a week when I lived in Florida. Like, I really developed, like, a strong love for authentic Mexican down there. And I just haven't been able to fill that hole since I got back. When I went to Mexico City, best food I've ever had. I've been to Mexico, but it was when I was like 7. And like my long-term memory is really, really bad for reasons that I've spoken about before. So I genuinely don't remember a single thing about my trip to Mexico because I was just too young and like my memory is too shit to even like be able to recall what it was like. Which kind of sucks. Because, like, I'm sure it was great, right? But I just actually can't remember. Look up a chopped cheese? I'll have to, because I was confused as fuck by that. Damn, I can never hit the last part. Here, bitch. Oh, I never looked at what the new tiers for my physic do after I got the Erd tree earlier. I actually just never looked. Dumb bitch. Way more trouble than that was worth. Chopped cheese is the truth New York City staple. Okay. Way more trouble than he was worth. Like, he wasn't even that hard. I just managed to die at the very end of his health bar twice. I died to the wizards, like, 3 times. I jumped off that ledge twice. I don't know what that... Okay, hold on. Chopped cheese. Oh, it's a sandwich? Oh. Interesting, interesting. Alright. Alright, my East Coast boys. Don't take this the wrong way. I mean this in the best possible way I could. It looks like a Philly cheese with, like, you know, a little more flexibility in ingredients, perhaps. Because I'm seeing some with, like, tomatoes. I'm seeing some with jalapenos. I'm seeing a lot of different stuff here. It looks like a Philly cheese, but done more like a traditional sub as far as, like, the format. Like, it's not like that weird kind of taco-y format. It's done more like a traditional sub, I guess. And just with more ingredients thrown in. Doesn't affect me? Ooh, okay. No? Is it not like a Philly cheese? It looks a lot like it. I won't lie to you. It really looks like a Philly cheese to me. Like, with extra stuff thrown in. It looks like a Philly cheese that you do more stuff with. if that makes sense. In a way, yeah and no. It looks like it's like a Philly cheese at the base, but then just like you add more to it, right? Oh, I like carnitas a lot. Ground beef is the main. Yeah, you get some of that cheese. Okay. Anyone from the East Coast who can maybe possibly help me out a bit. Is a Philly cheesesteak really supposed to be done with Cheese Whiz? Because I've had some purists with the Philly cheesesteak, let me tell you. And they always tell me that I have to do it with Cheese Whiz. And I've never actually tried it because, like, Cheese Whiz, understandably, because I'm a human being, weirds me out. Yeah, I normally do it with provolone, but I know so many, like, Philly cheese purists who will not stop preaching the Cheese Whiz. Tell you how inflation and money in Mexico is crazy. Tortas were 20 pesos. About $1. And I used to win? What do you mean you used to win? 1,500. Never had a Philly with Cheese Whiz? All hail the Cheese Whiz god. If you're from downtown Philly, everyone knows. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? This looks like an overgrown Anne Orlando. Any Dark Souls 1 enjoyers? It looks like kind of a more green, kind of like overgrown Anne Orlando. Cheese Whiz is lit? I don't know, man. That shit scares me. Like, play Demon Souls? I actually was thinking about, like, after Elden Ring, I was like, where do I go with, like, FromSoft from here? And I thought that, like, it wouldn't be, like, a main game, per se, where, like, I'm grinding it constantly, but, like, just on occasion, like, playing some FromSoft, you know, playing around with, like, different funny builds and shit. Is 120. Oh, okay. That's actually nuts. I mean, our inflation is getting bad, like, by comparison to our standard, right? Like, we're nowhere near, like, that kind of crazy shit. Can you level with consumables? I mean, I could, but I'm so close to, like, just getting a level right here. Like, these guys are giving out a good amount. You have to eat it right away? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know. I know that, like, avocados are that way. Like, I had avocado in my breakfast tacos this morning. But I had to go get that avocado yesterday. Because, like, avocados are really like that. Like, when you buy them, you have to eat them within, like, 2 days, tops. They just don't keep. It's crazy. Avocado's got to be fresh. Did McDonald's stop making salads and wraps? Did they? I don't know. I don't eat at McDonald's. Not because I'm like above McDonald's by any means. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, McDonald's is so low quality. I don't eat there. It's garbage. Like, McDonald's tastes great. I'm American. I have been raised and indoctrinated into the church of Stinky Donald's. Right? Like, there's something about it where, like, if you grow up in America and you grow up eating McDonald's, you will crave it for the rest of your life. But their prices have become so fucking ridiculous. Like, a fucking quarter pounder with cheese, like, combo with, like, a small fry and a drink, it's like $8.50. Like, if I'm gonna pay $8.50 to get a fucking quarter pounder and a small fry, I'm just gonna go to Wendy's and get a 4 for $4. Half the price, more food, honestly, better quality. Like, Why would I pay that much for a fucking quarter pounder? The fountain Coke? It's not even the fountain, like, Coke. It's the Sprite. It genuinely is, like, I only get Sprite at McDonald's. But when I'm at McDonald's, I get Sprite. I remember the supersize meals? Really? The supersize was before my time. I'm too zoomer to remember supersize. Nuggets and burgers and Nuggets, burger, and fries at McDonald's without a drink cost me like $14.47. Dude, they've gotten so expensive. And it's like, their quality hasn't gone up. They're just McDonald's. Like, they can afford to charge whatever they want at this point because they're so ubiquitous. Right? Oh my god. So, I've just stopped going to McDonald's because I'm not gonna pay 14 bucks or something like that for McDonald's. Like, I just can't bring myself to do it. Like, if I'm gonna go get a burger from fast food, it's like, if I want the best burger, I'm gonna go get like Five Guys. But I normally don't get Five Guys because it's like just as expensive, if not more, than McDonald's. Typically a little bit more. But to be fair, you do get like the best fast food burger when you get Five Guys, so like they can charge that much. In my mind, I get my money's worth. I get my satisfaction from Five Guys. Although, I've heard this argument more and more recently. This could be its own question of the day, probably. But I'm just gonna gauge what you all think right now. Is Five Guys fast food? Because I've heard the argument more and more that Five Guys isn't fast food, it's fast casual. And honestly, I kind of, in a way, have to agree. You know what I mean? You're better off cooking at home? Oh, yeah. Like, even just in general. Like, even over Wendy's, you're probably better at cooking at home, right? Like, health-wise and cost-wise. I'm so glad I'm at the time in my life where $14 isn't expensive for a meal. I mean, like, could I afford to go and get McDonald's? Yeah. But why would I pay 14 bucks for McDonald's? Like, yeah, I love McDonald's because I grew up with it. But just knowing, like, the quality of the food and how much it costs, I can't bring myself to pay that much for it. Holy shit! My boy raised me up. Took half my health bar and popped the Scarlet Rot on me. Oh my god! Whoa. If it ain't healthy, it's fast food. I mean, there's Panera. I wouldn't say Panera's like healthy, but I would say it's like the cleanest fast food option, you know? I looked away for a second, dude. I smashed the burger, which is thinner. The faster. Really? I've never even thought about why, like, some places do smash the patty down like that, like flatten it essentially. Is it because it cooks faster? Is it literally because it's more efficient? Yeah, those guys don't fuck around. Noted. This is a really good rune farming spot, though. Like, I can't not kill them because look how much I'm making in such a short amount of time. This is one of those moments where, like, the rune-hungry goblin in me that just wants to scale my build up more and more with levels can't resist killing all the enemies here. Yeah. Like, honestly. I've never even thought about why places do the smashed patty, but now it's starting to make some sense on more than one level. Like, you get that crisp to it. It's just quicker to cook because the heat distributes, like, way quicker across the patty. Like, I haven't thought about it. I might start smashing my own patty. Fuck it. 20% more runes, you mean? Why would I give up a talisman slot for more runes? I know there's a ring like that in Demon Souls. I don't know if there's one in Souls 1. But I specifically know of the one in Demon Souls, and I've always thought, like, okay, but why? Like, it's always been my thought with it. I'm like, giving up a ring slot for that? Ball it up first, then smash? Well, yeah, you don't just, like, take the ground beef out and just lay it out flat. Honestly, I might start cooking it like that for myself. Hey, boys! Got some runes for me? Missed an item on the edge there, I did. Corpse Piler is just so fun to spam like that. Just watch that health bar disappear while shooting blood out of your katana. Looking badass. Rune farming. Look at that, though. Like, 50k in that amount of time. Like, you can't argue with the results here. If you're trying to get some levels in the late game, this is where you go. Holy shit. Love to see. Oh my, I'm buying a level. I'm out. Before those guys kill me and I have to come back for the pile again. I'm out. Back to the grace. I am fully rune farming and I'm not ashamed of it. I want to get just a crazy amount of damage scaling on Rivers of Blood so that it can be absolutely busted. That's my goal here. You just walked by it again. I'm sure I'll find it. Running back and forth, at some point I'm gonna see it. Give me more decks. Oh god. I don't know if Sticky is still actively here or not. I'm just gonna bop it myself. We're getting all scientific on it now. I can be a mod. I mean, this is the first time in like a month that we haven't had a mod here. I'm willing to say that this is a fluke. If it happens more, I might put mod apps out, but we really don't need that much of a bigger mod team, if anything. I'd probably only need 1 or 2 extra. So I guess maybe keep an eye out on like the community tab. I might throw a post up. Oh, also, I've wanted to run an experiment that I think I'm gonna do with the Discord server, where I might try to get as many people as I can for a little like algorithm test on YouTube. Because I'm wondering, you can like community posts, right? And I've started to notice, maybe, possibly, not definitively, but maybe, that there could be a link between overall interaction on Question of the Day and the amount of likes the post gets. So I've wanted to, like, do a test with the Discord people who would be willing to join it, where, like, I'll just schedule out a time, and I'll let everyone in Discord who wants to help out know, like, at this point, this time of day, this post is gonna go up. And I'm gonna try to get as many likes on it as early as I can and see if that Question of the Day gets like significantly more interaction overall than the others typically. Because I've wondered if like the algorithm is actually deciding whether or not to push your community post to new people based on if it gets interactions or not. I would assume, once I've started thinking about it, that it does. But I've always just kind of assumed, I guess, that like your community posts only really go out to people who like actively engage with your channel already, if you know what I mean. Like, I've just kind of worked off the assumption that like community posts aren't a way to get new people to see the channel for the first time. But I'm starting to think I could be wrong on that, and there could be people interacting with like Question of the Day who aren't even subbed to the channel. So I've thought about running that experiment for a bit. And I feel like I'm going to do it at some point, I just don't know when. short version, it was really bad. Honestly, hear me out. Harry Potter just poo-poo. And now I've angered people, which was the entire point here. Like, that was just the point, was to get reactions. Although I genuinely, like, I'm just not interested in Harry Potter. Like, beyond just memeing. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, what? I wasn't locked onto that guy. I was locked onto someone behind the wall. New Doctor Strange movie, awful? It was pretty bad. I don't think I would say awful, because there were concepts there that I enjoyed. However, I think the writing was really rough. I think, like, the effects were good. The set pieces were entertaining. Right? Like, I think it was a redeemable movie overall, especially because it's an MCU movie. Like, say what you will, but, like, MCU movies have never been high art. You know? Like, nothing even close. MCU movies are, like, big, bombastic, like, ooh, look at all the pretty lights and effects kind of movies, you know? Like, sure, they always have passable storylines, okay villains. Like, I love the MCU because I like turning off my brain and just seeing, like, pretty lights and cool action and stuff, right? Everyone does. But that movie was a bit of a mess. It had some parts that I'm able to, like, see what they were going for. Some parts that I even enjoyed. Oh my god, fuck off. How many times do I have to fight the Asylum Demon? I'm not even playing Dark Souls 1, dude. What? Where did you come from? I actually didn't see that knight in the first place. I never even noticed him. Oh, this game. Oh, this game. This is like the 10th Asylum Demon I've fought, and that boss is like 11 years old. And I don't even mean 10th overall, 10th in this game. Infinity War and Iron Man, though? Specifically Iron Man 1. I know you're not talking about the whole trilogy, but just to be super clear for anyone who might misinterpret here, because Sam and I agree on this one pretty heavily, specifically Iron Man 1. That's the good one. If we're not limited to MCU specifically, Logan, in my opinion, is the best Marvel movie. Just entirely. Straight up. Like, Logan is just the best. I'm gonna be real. Winter Soldier is better than Infinity War. By a large margin. It's not even like it's close. I think Winter Soldier is tied with Iron Man 1 as my favorite, like, MCU movie. But overall, my favorite Marvel movie is between Spider-Man 2 and Logan. Winter Soldier was solid. It's pretty much tied for my favorite MCU movie. This is a good, like, there are those Marvel movies that are, like, more than just a good comic book hero movie. Like, they're just actually a good movie, right? Like Iron Man, Winter Soldier, Logan, Spider-Man 2, like, there's definitely something to be said, though, where the majority of comic book films, Marvel and DC, don't stand as just good films. They just are, like, good for what they are, sort of thing, you know? Again, I fucking love the MCU. This is not, like, MCU hate. I'm just trying to keep it real with all of you right now. Like, I don't watch the MCU movies. Like, I don't go see every new MCU movie because I expect it to be a great movie. It's because I like Marvel, you know? It's because I hold them to a much lower standard than I would any other movie. But, I think Doctor Strange was, like, okay. It was a bit of a mess, but I wouldn't say it was awful. I would say it was very Sam Raimi. And I think for most people, the Sam Raimi stuff was too much, and it kind of turned them off from the movie entirely. But like, I'm an Evil Dead fan, so for me, I saw the Sam Raimi in it, and I was like, yeah, this is Raimi. It's not great, but like, it's super entertaining. It was enjoyably bad, yes. Which, again, most comic book movies are, admittedly. Like, they're not great movies. Most of them, in fact, are bad. But they're entertaining. What's your favorite movie? That's way too hard for me to decide, overall. Some of my favorites are The Departed. Here comes year one film student answer, but Goodfellas chapter 1 or part 1, I can't remember which it's called, but the first Goodfellas is incredible. Or not Goodfellas, sorry, The Godfather. I don't know why Goodfellas is good too, but I meant The Godfather. Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, no, there's another like first year film student answer. That movie is great. It's not in my top movies though, personally. Like, I really like it. I respect the fuck out of it for what it is, but it's not one of my personal favorites, you know? Best Spider-Mans were the Tobey Maguire. Oh, yeah. Like, I think on top of just being the most, like, overall best, like, tonal Spider-Man movies, like, I grew up with Tobey as my Spider-Man, so I'm super biased to him. Braveheart? Absolutely not. Sopranos was a banger? Yeah. But forgot. I was saving Pulp Fiction. I wasn't gonna not say Pulp Fiction, but when the first thing you say is Pulp Fiction, that's when people are like, oh, first year film student. You know, like, he's one of those guys, film bro type shit. But Pulp Fiction is on my list of favorite movies. So is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Tobey was a terrible Spider-Man? No. He was an okay Spider-Man, and he was the best Peter Parker. And honestly, hear me out, chat. Hear me out. Getting Peter Parker right is more important than getting Spider-Man right. Because I say the same thing with, like, Batman, where, like, playing Bruce Wayne well and playing Batman well are two entirely different things. I don't think that Tobey was the best Spider-Man. I don't think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man either. I think the best Spider-Man was Andrew Garfield. And I said it. But I think my overall favorite is Tobey, because he gets Peter Parker the best. You don't know the comics very well? Oh, I don't. I don't read comics. But Tobey was the most likable Peter Parker. I can at least say that. Maybe not the most comic accurate, but the most likable. Ah! Fuck your asylum demon shit. I gotta get behind him. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Fuck this game. What are you? The stuttering, dude. Can we, are we gonna count that one? Because I don't say this often. In fact, I think I've only said it one other time in the entire game. The stutter killed me. Because I mentioned before, for people who don't play on PC, or maybe the lucky PC players who don't have the stuttering issue, when the game stutters, it eats your inputs during the stutter. So, like, I was spamming dodge roll. My characters never dodged. Because it was stuttering, so the inputs didn't go through. Just run? No. Have you seen the pattern of me and areas and enemies that I should run from? Have you noticed the pattern, perhaps? I never freeze. I never run. Aside from just random Black Panther reference, I never run. Not gonna lie, Andrew did an amazing job. He really, like, his Peter Parker was different, but not bad by any means. Like, I thought he did a pretty entertaining Peter Parker, right? But, like, his Spider-Man was honestly the best Spider-Man. I think the reason I like Tobey's Peter Parker the most overall is that Tobey carries the most emotional weight behind his performance out of all the 3 Spider-Man, like, portrayals. And it's consistent even in Spider-Man 3. He had some of the most emotional performances out of, like, any of the Spider-Man movies we've gotten. Even in the bad one, he did, like, an outstanding job with his acting. I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye, and we get memes. Like, come on. Throw some dirt in your eye is one of my favorite fucking superhero lines in general. Along with, like, what, are you gonna cry? Little Goblin gonna cry? I can't remember the exact line, but that line makes me laugh every time, too. Like, I love Tobey's. He was edgy as fuck. It wasn't even, like, edgy. It was, like, goofy edge. Like, there's, like, actual edge. And then there's, like, overdone, like, goofy edge. I think Raimi intentionally portrayed, Parker with the symbiote like that. Because, like, again, if you've seen Evil Dead, you know that Raimi, like, he intentionally makes characters and scenes campy that really shouldn't be, just because he likes having, like, campier movies. Get Religion? I forgot about that one. That is one of the best ones, though. Sam! Sam, do it! I don't think Sam has ever actually done, like, a moderator action in chat before. But Sam, it's your time. It's your moment to shine. Okay, that is a good Band-Aid solution. Did you ban them or no? I can't see it. My chat has been bugged, not showing me the ban messages. So I'm not sure if you banned them or just deleted the messages. Just clarify for me. Because YouTube doesn't use the word ban. The hide button is the ban button. What? It doesn't let me? No, say hide user. Yeah, hide is ban. It's just they word it differently. That's what you want to say. Hide user. Have I told you guys one of the funniest off-stream bans that I've had on my channel? Just one of the absolute funniest ones. Like, just dumb. On the question of the day from like a week ago, I think it was. I think this was about a week ago. Mikkel made the very obvious, like, stupid joke that someone had to make. Because the question of the day was, do you prefer chocolate or vanilla ice cream? And Mikkel made that joke that someone was gonna make. No, that one was also very funny. But this is probably, like, my favorite one in terms of just being dumb. Mikkel made the joke that someone had to make, where he said, if you choose vanilla, you're racist. And, like, I would say the vast majority of people get that it's just a joke, right? Like, that he doesn't mean that. Because keep in mind, chat, hate to break it to you on this one, Mikkel is, in fact, let's say, vanilla. So he was clearly joking, right? But one guy comments back to him, replies to him, and says, no, I'm racist, fuck you, haha. And I can't remember what Mikkel replied. Or no, it wasn't Mikkel. Someone else replied to him. I don't think it was Mikkel, and said, like, are you joking or no? And the guy just, I can't say what the guy said in response to that. But it was some colorful wording. You know, he used some terms that somehow YouTube doesn't auto-filter. Somehow. And I was like, okay, goodbye. But I was like, holy moly, this was over ice cream. But there was also that, I said it yesterday, I'm pretty sure that guy was a bot. The one that was like, the rapture is coming. Give up on your own works and give in to Christ. The media will cover up the demon invasion, the rapture with an alien invasion, but the media are demons in disguise. Like, that comment was great. I took pleasure in reporting that comment. Because it was so long, it had to be a bot. Like, I refuse to believe it wasn't. How late is it? Do you mean, like, what time is it for me? It is 3:55 p.m. my time zone. But I have my blinds shut so that the lighting doesn't look all fucked. Because when I use natural light, as good as it looks, depending on like how intense the sun is and if it's cloudy or not that day, it's just insanely hard to control. So when I stream or when I record, I have to just close the blinds and use like a ring light. And yes, I use a ring light. If the beauty gurus got one thing right, it's that the ring lights just look the best for fake lighting. They just look great. Granted, I didn't buy like a branded ring light. I bought like just a generic one. But it's still just like, the way that the ring distributes light just makes it look so much better. Ow. Stop. Does the sun go down after 8 there? Yes. It's been so fucking bad. I was like, last night, I went to bed at like 9:30 and the sun was setting. Like, fuck, man. Why is the sun out so late? Like, I went to bed early because I was super fucking tired, but the sun was still out, dude. Wait, that's 143,000, not 14,000. I might go buy a level. Fuck it. I'm gonna need it for the Asylum Demon Magic Knight gank. After the fucking double crossbow turret. Stupid spot, dude. I'm excited for boss. This area really is a lot like Anne Orlando, just visually. Like the architecture and everything of it. Just wait. Uh-huh. Just wait, he says. He's going to Grace to quit for the day? No. We got a bit more farming we can do. Don't you worry. And I've still got 3 minutes on like the official scheduled stream time. I always go late. I never end early. I always go like 3 minutes late instead of ending like 3 minutes early. Because I know that when I end 3 minutes early, there's gonna be someone in Discord who's gonna pop in at like 4:59, like the minute before, and be like, stream is already down, question mark. It's gonna be like, yes, dude. Like, what do you want me to do for 2 minutes? So I always go a little bit over instead of a little bit under. Speaking of the Discord, get the early plug-in. If you want to engage with the community off-stream, the Discord server is super active. I'm not super consistently active on it, but I would say like every couple days, I'll spend like a good bit of time just typing in general with people. So if you're not in the Discord, down near the bottom of the description in like the big cluster of links, you can find the link to the server if you're interested. You also get live notifications and stuff like that. If you don't mute, you can mute the channel if you want. But if YouTube notifications don't do the trick for you, then YouTube will, or not YouTube, Discord, I have a notifications channel that if you want it on, you can just leave it unmuted, and it pings every time I go live, so nice and convenient there. But also, if you don't have the bell turned on YouTube, I talked about this before, but my channel currently has about 20% of total subscribers that have the notifications turned on. And I'm kind of trying to see how high I can raise that number up. So if you're interested in getting notifications when streams go live and stuff like that, then hit the bell and help me see how far I can push that record up for like peak percentage of subs that have the noties on. But yeah, it is PC. That's why it stutters. Because PC has a lot of performance problems. I thought it was a stream. No. My stream PC is just my laptop, but I play on like an actual desktop. What are they drinking when they drink that? It's not Estus, right? Or Crimson Tears. My bad. Soulsborne Boomer over here. Estus Bonfire's Souls. What's your graphics settings? I play on like the medium preset. Because my hardware is like not super dated, but it's a little dated. Like it's getting older. I'm gonna build a new PC this year to upgrade. I always hit the bell. See, he's a homie. It's super dated. Okay, it's 4 years out of date. Not even like 4 years out of date. It's 4 years old, and it was all like new hardware at the time. So it's not that old. Here comes the guy who's, or it's probably gonna be Ryan, who's like 4 years in PC hardware is old. No. My specs are still about on par with like the Series X and the PS5, so I'm not outdated yet. Ow! That hurts! Oh god. Oh god, that should have killed me. Ah! I can't see! Oh my god! My family's gonna be pissed. That was an actual, like, full volume yell out of fear. I love that, when I used to live here, and I used to yell while I was playing games, it would always be like, as soon as I get loud, I would get a text that's just like, can you please shut the fuck up? But now, since I've moved back in temporarily, like, I'll be streaming. They know what my stream schedule is, so they know not to, like, come in or, like, you know, call me to try to help me, or get me to help with something around the house or anything during the time. But always, like, I'll go up and be in the kitchen later, like, at, like, 6 o'clock, because I stream at 4, right? Like, a couple hours later, like, my mom or my sister or my dad will just be like, why are you so loud when you stream? I'm just like, because I get excited over things or I get scared of things, and I just, when I'm streaming, and I'm thinking out loud the whole time, I just yell. Like, all that emotion just comes out in a raw state where it's actual fear. 3090 equals tax write-off. See, you're not wrong. The actual PC components are a little harder to get as write-offs. But, like, I say to my friends all the time that the best part of doing this as, like, a job is the write-offs. Because I file as sole proprietor for it, right? The best part is the write-offs, since I'm not officially employed in any other capacity. So, like, Elden Ring, come tax season, I'm gonna get my 60 bucks back. Because I bought this game for the sake of streaming it, so it's a write-off. The games are really, really easy to verify as write-offs. Hardware is a little trickier. Things like cameras and lights and stuff like that, is a lot easier to be like, this is a write-off. But actual PCs are like, it's hard because my PC that I use to stream is also the PC that I use for recreation. So it's a little harder to get it as a write-off. But for Elden Ring, it's like streaming a full playthrough. Like, yes, you can go and look. Like, it is publicly archived that this was a purchase for work. So at the end of the year, I can get my write-off on it. Get my 60 bucks back in my tax refund. Oh, big stretch. Ending at 490. I'm telling you, we're never gonna hit 500. Not gonna happen. But I was planning on going with the 3070 Ti for the new PC. That was the plan. Because I feel like that's the best middle ground for, like, not spending an absurd amount now, but also, like, future-proofing as much as I can while staying in a reasonable price range. So. Oh, no, I'm on a 1440p monitor. Did you see it when I went by that it was 1440? I have a 36-inch main monitor. It's big. So I need the 1440 to make it not look like noticeably blurry. 3080 Ti is the right choice. I'll look more. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, I know I said it only like 10 minutes ago, but I'll say it again at, you know, risk of repeating myself. If you're new around here and you enjoyed the stream, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. I do stuff like this every day that I'm available to, which is now every day. I'm so used to saying that I'm available to, but This is what I'm doing now, aside from school and such. What time do you start? I start at 1 p.m. every day, Central Time, Central U.S. time. So however that translates to your time zone, I start at 1 p.m. Central. Also, yes, Ryan's on top of it. If you enjoyed the stream, on your way out, feel free to go ahead and leave a like on it. It really does help when the stream turns into a video to push it out and let new people find the community and such while I'm not even streaming. Just this morning, within like 30 minutes, one of the old Elden Ring VODs, actually the one from 2 days ago, hit like the recommended algorithm, and we got like 3 new subs on the channel, like 3 new people who found the channel while I wasn't even streaming. So it really does help more than people think. If you haven't left a like already and you feel like doing me a favor, I'd really appreciate it. Comments help too, but likes are the big thing, because you don't have to like leave and then come back. Help streamer get a less crappy PC, yes. If you're looking for ways to engage with the community off stream, like I said before, near the bottom of the description, there's a big cluster of links down there. You can find things like my Twitter if you want to follow me on there. I've been getting better about being more active on Twitter. The Discord server's in there, where the whole community is fairly active and just talks with each other a lot. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see all of you guys back here next time, and I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye.